Oh, that's the wrong one.
Can I get those cans on?
Them cans. Them cans. All right, Harris, you live, dog.
Don't gotta get live. Stay live.
But I don't gotta be live to be live.
Anime.
Anime.
All right, ready? Here it comes.
Anime.
Here it comes. Yuck! Welcome everybody to another edition of the Anime Trap House. I'm trying to do Goofy and it's not working out, so I'm probably gonna stop.
You sound like
I got me my vest and I got me my Sunday tie.
You sound like you just got done fucking your sister, dude. Stop.
Gorsh.
Gorge. Oh.
That didn't work out. That didn't work out.
Oh boy.
Yeah.
I have in my notes, try your best to
No.
not be awful with a Goofy.
Don't.
I was looking right at your eyes right before you did it, and then just watching your face as you like try to channel Goofy.
It was really
I was like,
bad.
what's happening? I was like, what's happening?
It's not it.
It was
It's
really
not
bad.
it. It was
really
not
bad.
good. I'm very unhappy with that.
I thought somebody was about to bust in and be like, "Step bro, what are you doing?" Actually,
Yeah.
no, with that voice, it would just be, "Bro, what are you doing?"
It was not good.
It wasn't.
I'm not super proud about what just happened
No.
right there.
No.
I love it. It's a good attempt.
Welcome to the Anime Trap House, where we talk about all things anime, all things trap, and some things about house. Like, did you know the plural of house is heis?
Heist. Yep.
And we also talk about chimneys.
And we
chimneys.
definitely don't talk about chimneys.
Hold on. I feel
people
like,
don't like it.
I feel like you are glossing over the fact that how revolutionary that this is, right? Heist. Plural of house
Heist.
is heist.
Nice.
Mouse. Mice.
Mice. Yeah.
House.
Heist.
Heist.
So-
Some people watching just got their minds blown. Bet.
Like, I literally, okay. I've been saying this shit for like years. all right?
years, dude. I've heard this for so long.
For like legitimately like a minimum of half of a decade, I've been saying heist. Okay. And then Cody fucking sends me a TikTok about people saying it, and I was like, dude,
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm a
And?
fucking
So
like, there's nothing original that happens in the world anymore. You know?
I mean, all I'm thinking about is the Brian Reagan joke.
I don't know what that is.
I don't know. What
Yeah,
that
he had a long stand-up. He's a stand-up comedian. He had a long fucking joke about like getting the right like whatever you call it, the right collective noun for things.
Yeah.
Mhm.
And it's like it's a house. And it's okay, what's a mouse? It's a mice. He's like, okay, what's a moose? It's a meese.
It's meese.
It's a
Yep.
bunch of meese.
Mhm.
No, it's
See,
no
and that guy-
Brian.
it's not right. You know, like
No.
people take my shit all the time. Anyway,
Dude, that shit was okay. That shit literally was in like the 90s. I'm pretty
dude,
sure.
you can fucking
Yeah.
90s on this dick. All right.
Ooh. Ooh,
I
dude.
am
Like
your
I-
host, Harris Heis Khan, joined by Cody. I can't think of a word.
Kais.
Koos? Kais?
Yep.
See, that's
Yeah,
sketchy.
Kais-
That's sketchy.
Kais sounds.
Chambers.
Yep. Okay. What
Cody
up?
Chambers. And the
What
middle
up?
name is
Hey,
something
what up?
mice, but like with a K or a C, but not in a way that makes people uncomfortable. And then Kyle's a K too. Kyle,
Yeah.
something like
What are you
that.
gonna say?
Ramsey.
Yep.
It's dangerous. All right, y'all both got like the hard cuss sound. All right, and it just it never works out. All
That's
right,
cuz.
it's,
Yeah.
just-
Hey, what up, cuz?
it's dangerous.
Hey, Kai, what up, cuz?
Hey, cut. Hey, cut.
Wait, don't do that.
Like it. Yeah. See, I don't
Might
like
get shot.
So yeah, here comes some good old fashioned discussions about this anime that we watched called Toradora. It's about a slice of life, I guess, about some high school kid
with knife arms.
I don't know. It's a slice of life. All right, and it's a romantic comedy because that's what we do here. You know, we like rom-coms.
I would like a slice of life where it's just completely unexplained why someone has knife arms.
Yeah.
Just regular, like just treat them like a regular person.
Like, oh hey, can you go get the laundry?
I mean, like that's kind of how like
Mom.
B-Stars was to a certain degree. You know,
I know,
like,
right?
B-Stars are just like how, like, what? How
Don't
is
say
this?
that name around here.
You know, I don't get it.
Don't say B-Stars.
But no, actually, we watched Dororo.
Hold on. How great would it be to have a sitcom, right? But like Hikamaru in it. Like she's like, "Go get my laundry, honey," and he like looks at the camera and he holds up his sword arms. He's like, "Mom."
I think we're just talking about
the laugh track happens.
I think we're just doing Edward Scissorhands.
Yeah.
Oh, fuck, you're right. They already did it.
It's already been done, dude. You fucking idiot.
Damn it. All right, whatever.
But yeah, Dororo episodes 15 through 19.
Yeah.
And now here comes an advertisement for your face holes. Catch the show live every Sunday at about 12 CST time, Chicago Standard Time. You know, the center of America, which is where we are in the time zone of. So you make it work. You make it work. Wherever you're at, that's the time you got to put into Google to whatever you're in at twitch.tv/the Anime Trap House.
Yeah. The.
If you can't make the live stream, then check it out on YouTube or podcast services everywhere. Literally everywhere. All over the place. We're all if the internet was a hole, we are silly putty because we're just filling that bitch up.
Gross.
Silly putty. I'm not gonna do it.
Gross.
If you like the stuff we say and want to help push us to the next level, come support us at patreon.com/anime trap house. Just like our Patreon producer and whole fanatic, Nick Crystal Purdue.
Crystal
is a stripper name.
Hey,
he's stripped.
That's rude to all the crystals out there that aren't strippers, dude.
Yeah, or the ones that are strippers and just like want to that's just their thing.
Listen,
they're just trying to make money, bro.
Everybody's a stripper. All right, it's just about whether you get paid or not.
Okay, I feel that.
And you have an audience.
I feel
just
that.
Saying.
Okay,
just saying. And we're doing some cool stuff on the Patreon, so come by and get some more of us in your face holes.
Mm-hmm.
And lastly,
we just released our first manga reading, and it was a lot of fun. And if you, it's $5, dude. A cup of coffee. Come do it. Support us if you like us.
Oh, are you gonna turn into that like?
I'm gonna turn into that one lady.
Entitled girl.
Yeah.
Oh, no. If you can't spare $5,
you can't pay us money. Well, what the fuck then? You shouldn't even be watching. No, I'm not like that. If you can't give us money, I don't care. Just listen to the podcast. Okay. We love you.
We just love filling your ear holes either way.
Any hole you want to put us in. If you want to download this, put it on a USB drive and then put it in places, that's your prerogative.
That's you, you know?
Do you.
We are a multi-faceted company.
That's right. Multi-hole company.
Multi-hole company.
Whole-sided.
We are international.
I like that.
And lastly, if you want to discuss the stupid anime shit with us, with an awesome community of people, then join our Discord and Facebook groups. Links will be in the show notes, I guess.
Yeah.
Just type Anime Trap House into wherever you are, and if you find us, great. You know, join us wherever we are. And if you can't, just scream outside Anime Trap House, and someone will be with you shortly.
Yeah. We have the best customer service on the fucking planet.
Best customer service.
Just Alexa, but like we got like one just flying, drone.
Dude just pops out. Anime Trap House. The guy, what's up? Pops out his window, just like across the street. What?
What's up, B?
So yeah, let's get in. Let's jump in this hole. You know.
Mm-hmm.
What do y'all think about this, Kyle?
It's good as hell. It's like it's kind of in the direction that Cody and you were saying about, like, I don't know, like changing the focus and etc. But like I said, I had faith and my faith was rewarded because the show continues to just slap. I don't know what it is. It feels like it doesn't really, like, as long as it sticks with the dynamic of the uh Hyakkimaru's brother, and kind of just builds on his like internal struggle of just, like, trying to like get his body back, but also like the cost of doing so. It's gonna still slap until like it like resolves one of those issues, and then the show just like has nothing else. Then I don't know, but like as long as we're in this ground, it's good.
All right, all right. Uh, Cody, what you got?
Oh. So, I believe Kyle has a case of I like anime. That's what
Yeah.
that's what he's experiencing right now. Because I don't know how you could like this that much, to be honest. Like, this shit is still okay. So it did a couple good things, right? So the map side plot, they did that. They got over it pretty quickly. Okay. In these 5 episodes, there was so much teleporting. I thought it was like people were just magicians. I thought like somebody was like a fucking mage from Diablo, because there was just everybody was everywhere whenever they needed to be all the fucking time. And there was no
Yeah.
reason for it.
They're just walking really fast.
They're just fucking what? How? What is he
Boating,
doing?
Walking, running.
No. Like
You
when fucking
Look.
Itachi just found Dororo walking, and somehow he was so far away already from Hyakkimaru. Fucking how?
That shit was-
Itachi's like, I've been looking for you everywhere. Like, yeah, the planet is massive. What are you doing, dude? How are you here? At the
part
exact
was
moment
weird.
he's away. I know. Suspension of disbelief. I get it. I understand. I rolled with it. But then it happened like 4 more times. Dororo, oh, he just knows all of a sudden. Or Hyakkimaru knows all of a sudden where Dororo is when he's about to get ate. Fucking the brother automatically knows where everybody is. Everybody knows this fucking secret hidden island where this dude hid money for some reason, and they can just feel it in their balls that
They were like,
the
we
people
seen
are
them
there.
spotted,
Yeah.
and they're like, the Spada are here, and they're like, yeah.
Espada.
Mhm,
But
mhm.
so that was a big problem I had.
Yeah, just teleportation. I mean, yeah, that's always like a problem with fucking stories. Like,
It
as
is,
far as
it
this-
is, but I haven't seen it this bad yet in this
Mhm.
show. You know, like it was really fucking bad these couple episodes. But
Watch some Thrones.
everything else was cool. Like the confrontation with Hyakkimaru and his brother, that was fucking dope, dude.
Hmm.
Itachi was cool, I guess. Like everybody, I don't know, dude. I don't know about him because they showed him once. He's like, "Oh, he betrayed your dad," and then the kid's like, "Oh, but I'm gonna don't go Itachi."
That's kind of like my biggest like problem with this whole fucking thing. Like that, like everything else was like either forgivable or just awesome to me.
Yeah,
And then there's that whole like Itachi thing where like you could have had a good mirroring of like um how Hyakkimaru was like struggling with being a bad guy and killing people.
yeah,
And you could have had Dororo being like, "Yeah, you fucked my whole life. I'm going to make you eat soup,
yeah.
hot soup."
Right out of my asshole, dude.
And then Hyakumaru could have been like, "No, no,
No.
don't do." And it would have been, you know,
Yeah.
it would have been played out, but it would have been good.
Mhm.
But they just instead she just like had a sorry, he just had like a ton of empathy, and I like that too. I mean, that says a lot about Dororo as a character. I just don't know if they intended on it meaning that much for Totoro.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. I liked it. I'll give these group of episodes a dope. It's just the teleporting. I was just like, how are these people they know where everybody is all the time? Like, it's not even, they should just be fighting constantly because everybody fucking knows. They got the trackers in their ear from fucking Promised Neverland. And the dragon radar. There's like, they're over here.
It's
I
right
found
there.
them.
Yeah, I seen them.
Still good though. Still dope.
Okay.
Harris hosts like he's a therapist just writing notes, and you
Yeah.
expect him to like give input, and then he just moves on. And you're like, what am I supposed to do with this?
It's fine.
Mhm.
It's your thoughts. I'm not gonna try to sway them. You know, like I'm just here to listen. That being said, I'm gonna give this group of episodes the fucking rope because I wanted to die the whole fucking time I was watching this
Oh,
because
damn.
it
Okay.
was so dumb. Like everything that's happened has already happened, and you know that nothing's moved forward in these
No,
group of episodes.
Not at all.
Nothing in the plot has moved forward. It's just more like
I don't know.
hijinks.
I don't know if it's just more like building on the themes because I feel like the themes
No,
are
No.
weirdly.
you're
okay.
fundamentally incorrect because the theme is, what are you gonna do when you get your body back?
No,
That's it.
That's
it.
not what it is, though. It's
What's
like most stories kind of revolve around the bad things that people tell themselves they have to do in order to survive.
Yeah, and we did that in the season finale, like
But
10 episodes ago.
But we're seeing multiple different scenarios of people like coming to terms with that.
No, we're not.
We
Nothing
are.
has changed. Nothing
We
has
saw
changed in any of these
Moth
characters.
Village. We saw guy who makes
The Moth Village was the
body
same
parts.
thing as Hyakamaru's dad. It's the same story.
Yeah,
That
but
mixed with the spider bitch. Okay,
but
the
that one
last
was
episode in
that
these
one
groups
was to
were awful.
sell. That one was to sell like because everything came tumbling down. And he saw it just revert. Like it was a way of telling them that like. Sometimes you have this like disaster and you're like, well, maybe it won't be a disaster. And then you see that, oh, it will be a disaster. It's not, it's to throw out a lot of the gray area on it, I feel like. Because the second the demons were gone, they were exactly where they were.
No, but that had nothing to do with demons. Dororo burned the whole fucking village down. And was like, maybe I shouldn't have burnt the village down. Like, no fucking shit, you shouldn't have done that. Like, it was like, hey, I spilled oil everywhere, so the whole village is gonna burn down. And then
I don't
like,
know how it got to the whole
village burning down. Like,
I don't know how it got to the whole village. They did one storehouse, and everyone else was like, well,
Yeah.
guess I'll light it up.
Dororo fundamentally misunderstood what Hyakamaru's whole thing was when Hyakamaru has just been saying the whole time since he could speak, I just want to kill demons. And Dororo was like, is lighting a whole village on fire killing demons?
I mean,
No,
there was demons in
not.
there. There was demons in there, so technically,
you burn the storehouse down where the demons were. You don't burn the whole fucking village down because there's people.
I mean,
Sorry,
he wasn't just walking around the village just like gassing everything. Like I don't know where the extra fire came from.
I don't know either, but clearly that shit happened. And then the whole like island story was like giving me such bad whiplash.
We saw a moth just like run into like one of the moths set it on fire.
Yeah, the moth ran.
Remember, they're like, there's a watchtower, and the moth was like, "Nah, you're going on fire, bro." It just like collides into it.
How?
But like caught the whole oil on fire, the whole situation like that, right?
No, I'm saying like she did the storehouse.
Yeah,
but like, and then Hyakamaru made the big one go on fire, and I feel like all the other small ones were like, "Guess we doing fire now," and like that's where it came from. I don't think you can blame Dororo for that.
Yeah,
she
wasn't like running around with the oil.
I mean, Dororo acted like it was his fault, so I assume that they didn't give me enough information to understand what even happened there. So you just have to like piece these things together, right? And you can piece it together different ways, but like every story that happened, we've already seen. And when you're this close to the end, it's just a fundamental thing that they blew their fucking load in the first season finale. And you could have had all these episodes still happen and have more weight if that season finale didn't happen. Like, because Taomaru would come up on this guy, right? And be like, I'm just out here killing demons. All right. this guy clearly has sharks that's destroyed the entire village. I'm
Yeah,
going there. Oh,
but
here's
that
this
doesn't.
guy. Like, you could have built more tension that way instead of
No,
being like, here's the whole load, right? And now everyone's talking to Hyakumaru
no,
about
no,
this.
no. Like they went through similar things going through it, right? And then they had the first season finale, and now the characters understand the weight of everything, right? Like Hyakumaru had no way of knowing why this was happening or why anything,
Yeah,
right?
but it
But now he has
it
why,
doesn't
and he
matter.
still has to see the same decision that was made to him done to other things. That's him progressing through the world
But
and
his
seeing that.
actions are not changing based on that evidence. His
We
actions are still, I'm killing demons and getting bodies. And people are like,
look
but why?
his
And he's
character.
like, that's just what I want to fucking do. Leave me
That's
alone.
it. His character growth is real slow, but like that, we are in these episodes. We've come from someone who only cares about killing
But
demons,
see, okay,
but also
this is the
realizes
problem I
that
have. This is the problem I have, Kyle, because there's so many people like you that interpret character growth as people asking the character the same question and the character refusing to answer the question. They're like,
that's not what
that's fucking
happened.
that character.
He
That's
literally
100% what's
he
happening.
answered it. He literally said, "He's like, I got someone." The other person like, as long as you like have someone, there's
That,
like,
that's not anything. Like he's literally, we've already seen him have a connection to Dororo. Him verbally admitting it makes no difference.
But we never seen him like what's the most he's done? Like just like gone and saved Dororo in the
That's
middle
his
of the fight.
fucking
That's about it.
assistant swordsman. That man uses him like a sheep.
Until then, it was just you take my arms.
No, dude.
Even then, these episodes start off
It's
basically with him
garbage.
just
This
like walking off and not caring.
this is
Dororo is like, I'm mad. He's like, I don't give a fuck.
this is
Yeah.
this is so bad.
You
Like
take my
these
arms
these
off.
if I ever rewatch this anime, like these are episodes I will straight up skip
Okay.
because they do absolutely nothing. The last episode, episode 19, was like the most stereotypical dumb episode that could have been infinitely better if they just treated that episode like the rest of the show.
Yeah.
Like instead of like, oh, random hijinks, opposite day. Like, what the fuck is this, dude?
Yeah.
Like, you could have done so much better here.
They're not treating the ending of this show like an ending. Like,
Right.
we only have 5 left. Like, why did we get
Yeah,
the hijinks
6,
episode?
right?
No, 5.
There's only
I mean,
20
I don't see like what the huge difference of if like this episode was moved like before other things. Like it doesn't really like as long as if they had it in 25 episodes and they had this one episode like in a perfectly good lull between like things, why not? Like
I
it's
don't
not like
I
it's so
don't
bad. Like this episode was fun.
I don't need lulls in a 25 episode anime. I want things to mean something. I want things to progress. I hate filler. Like
Yeah.
if an anime is 1,000 episodes, I definitely expect filler in there. If an anime is 25 episodes and you blew your fucking load halfway through it on like everyone understanding everything and like there's no movement from Daigo, there's very little movement from his brother, there's very little movement from his mom, and it's like just him and Dororo trying to deal with this, and then he meets back with the person. Like the best episode was when he was alone with
But that episode was
the
just
one guy.
like
That was fine.
That was
That
a
was a
filler
fine
episode.
episode.
But it was also just reinforcing the previous episode because it was like
I
was
wouldn't
like a
call that
more
a filler
togetherness.
episode. I wouldn't
No, I'm
because
saying
it
the
was
last
him
episode.
catching up with the dude that like gave him his body. Basically.
No, I'm saying the last episode. Like,
Oh.
okay, you can say it is mostly filler, but it is reinforcing the previous episode's themes.
Is it?
Yeah, because like it was them struggling, thinking that like the journey is over for a little bit, but like when you realize that it was all lies, and then Hakimaru was talking to Doro like, "Hey, we're great. I'm smiling. We're happy together. This is it." You know, it's them. It's Dororo. It's Hyakamaru realizing that there's something more than killing demons to him, and that's what I got from these last episodes. Like it was an actual like character growth of him like being like, I just find red. That's it. To him like actually expressing something beyond demon. Because before this, we only heard him talk about demons. He didn't want to talk about anything. But here he is like, Doro, you look happy. Like that's growth for him.
Yeah, and
That's
also him
the
admitting
first
it too.
expression.
How does he know what an expression of happiness look like?
Good
I mean,
question.
that's not.
The show
that's-
constantly ignores that he's
Yeah,
blind.
That's what I'm
I don't
saying.
know- I don't know what to tell you.
Like that's what I'm talking about. The stuff that you're interpreting from character growth is you trying to put some goodness on it and you interpreting it that way, but you're not given the thing, right? You're not given that evidence. You just want to see that, and so you're putting it on the thing.
Is that not what it is trying to do? Like there's like it can fail in some aspects, but like
if
you
someone
can't tell me that's not what they are trying to do.
If someone is trying to willfully hold on. If someone is trying to tell you the alphabet A through Z and they skip a whole middle section and you've never understood the alphabet, you won't just fill in the alphabet because you've never gotten that information.
But this isn't that at all, because
this is 100%
they're trying to tell a story, and I've heard stories before, and I know where they're getting with it.
You've heard this exact story before, because this is a whole you can't rely on previous stories to tell your story. That is the stupidest way to do storytelling, because you're expecting people to have a certain.
I'm never leaving out a single detail out of any story I tell you.
Kyle, that's why I'm listening to you tell stories. You don't leave out details. You'll literally tell me the backstory of a person that like has 1 second in the story.
Yeah, it's because I have like some weird autism where I'm just like, this is definitely pertinent. I'm like, wait, no, this is not.
Like, that was a frog. That was a frog jumping in the water. Fuck.
But there's also a way to like veil it in a way so you're saying the message, right? But not giving the people everything. But
I really disagree though, because you know what, like, even when something is done bad, even when when someone sends you a message, right, and it is completely misspelled, and they also just put words and forgot words, you generally can pick up a fucking message and go, oh, that's what they were probably trying to say.
Like, that means you don't critique the message at all. That means you just like, yeah, this is shit. I'll take it.
No,
that's how we got our president. That's how we got our fucking president. Because people like you were just like, yeah, it's fine, whatever, dude. Like,
no, those are people.
Whatever it is whatever it is. Like, no,
people
dude,
not trying to read his message.
Look for fucking better. Like,
what I'm saying is, like, yeah, you can come at the eye thing, and yeah, the eye thing, you can, like, honestly, just give him his fucking eyes already. It doesn't fucking make sense. It has no impact on the story, him having or not having his eyes. I don't know if he could still see the souls if he had his eyes. I don't see how he couldn't if he doesn't have eyes. If he does have eyes. But it's one of those things where they just like keep doing and you're just ignoring it because they're like, well, he has these like Daredevil vision, might as well. You're like, okay, I guess.
Well, they never said that he's seen him smile. He just said we're happy. Like
he said you look happy.
He literally like the translation that the same thing was like,
like, but we know he can't see, so like,
or like seem happy, like,
but like that's such a like a, I don't know, it's not,
but it's
not
a feeling
a hang up for me.
You don't see, like, it's a feeling, like when a blind person smiles, it's not
happy.
It's not like fucking, they still know what a smile is, like it's involuntary.
Yeah.
So when somebody seems happy, you could just tell by like their voice or their, I don't know, the way they move and shit. So
yeah, or the way their glow goes,
or the way their fucking soul shines, bro. Maybe their soul shines better. Maybe they just didn't explain it.
I just think that they were relying a lot on people to get what they were trying to say instead of like actually getting people to get there.
Yeah,
like,
and I'm not going to disagree with you on that.
I know what you're trying to
see that. You see that from us disagreeing so much on so many things, just trying to get to the podcast.
Yeah,
like we're like, no, we saw this. No, I saw that. Like,
yeah,
just it's if you have good themes, it shouldn't be hard to communicate them. But when you rely on the people interpreting the themes instead of like, well, you've seen this, you know what this is, like, then don't give it to me. If you know that I know, don't give it to me. Don't waste my fucking time. Like, just move the fucking plot forward. But yeah, that's how I feel.
So a rope and 2 dopes. Okay.
It's not me. It's not me. Which was awful.
Okay, rope a dope.
Rope a dope. You know.
Rope a dope.
I wore these gloves, right, to symbolize how I feel about this anime. All right.
Okay.
And I can't see it.
I've been seeing them.
Says heal, and one glove says hurt.
Why?
And this anime just fucking smashes me in the face with both these fists constantly. Because the good parts are good, but the bad parts are really fucking bad.
I don't understand. The heal glove isn't gonna heal just because it says heal. You're just gonna be hurt.
You don't fucking know, dude.
It's gonna be a hurt with
Well-
intent and then hurt with confused message.
Exactly.
While
And
Harris
that's
was
what this was.
talking,
And that's what this was.
while Harris was going on his rant, and he kept like bringing his hands up, and I'm like, is he wearing gloves? What
Yeah.
the fuck is happening?
Yeah.
He's wearing gloves with the fucking what? What is that? A cutoff jean vest?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Hell yeah.
It's amazing. Your
I just love
your
it.
attire
It's
is on
I get
point.
to see
I
your
am-
body.
I am a visual comedian.
You have a
Right.
fucking you have that drip that I've never seen before.
Mm. And a tie.
And a tie. What are you doing? Okay.
Pac-Man tie.
You're just going
Alright.
too much.
Let's get into plot.
Plotty two plotty two plotty two plotty two plotty two plotty.
Boots.
Plot.
Plotty. Plot? Hey everyone, it's time to do the plot.
Plot. Plot.
Gosh, it's plot time.
Gorge, it's the
Plot
plot.
time.
I can't do it either. I'm gonna take it
Kyle
back. from
killed
the
it,
front.
though.
Good, dude.
Kyle
You
did
think
it.
the goofy sound isn't hard.
Kyle did
you
it
know?
better than both of us.
Max, I just want to be your best friend.
There you go. That
Harris
was perfect.
sounds like Gorge. Come here, sis. Come here,
Yeah.
sister mother.
I don't know where I take it.
Let me get
Pete,
deep in them
stop.
guts.
Pete, stop slapping my ass.
I can do like one word with the goofy sound, you know, because that's all I ever hear when I play Kingdom Hearts. you know?
Sora.
Sora. You think
I'll be
Goofy
honest-
ever fucked Pluto?
No,
I
come
think
on.
he did.
Anyway,
Only like I can I'm only doing a goofy voice based off like you have to have like a key word in your head
Yeah.
for a voice sometimes.
Yeah.
It's you saying Sora.
Sora.
I don't even know what Goofy sounds like right now. I'm just doing you doing Goofy.
Yeah. That's Goofy in a nutshell. Sora.
don't give up.
I don't know how.
Yeah.
How do people do Donald, dude? Donald
You just
sounds
have
like
to fill your mouth with like with foam, you know, like not even liquid, just foam. Yeah,
I can't do it.
there it is. There it is.
Kyle sounds like somebody that the fucking dude from Full Metal made.
Okay.
Like Donald and Sora got fucking.
I feel
fused
like
together.
if people like actually like got into this podcast, there'd be like some fucking weird count of how many times we joke about that.
Yeah.
Mhm.
It's been a
Yep.
lot. And Harris,
Yeah.
he's like, why every time?
Every
We gotta
time,
go
dude.
to it.
Every time,
Why is
I mean,
it
it's
so-
traumatic.
it's
It's
too
like
iconic.
you never talk to people that like had like a traumatic, like really traumatic thing, like their life like goes back to it. That's us. Like we're still. I'm in some ways. I'm still in that room
Watching.
always,
Yep.
just
Yep.
thinking about it.
Yep.
Like Full Metal Alchemist was the first anime besides like Dragon Ball Z I've ever seen in my life, you know?
Mhm.
Yeah.
And like at that point, I was like, oh yeah, like cartoons are like fun,
They're
like
fun,
lighthearted
yeah.
and shit, you know? And then that shit happened. Like, you know, the show opens with like them talking about their mom and like all that kind of stuff, and she dies and they try to bring her back and they lose, you know. I'm like, but they're still alive, you know, that's okay.
And it's even funnier because, like you're saying, like yeah, they're fun and lighthearted, and they give all this foreshadowing with the dad just being like, "Mom,"
Yeah.
and like, and you're just like, "What about her?" like,
Yeah. Yeah. I was like, oh, okay, like you know, they don't want to talk about because that's how it was. That's how it was in cartoons. It's like the mom's not around. End of story.
Yeah.
You know, but it's like, oh,
oh,
and
then
then
it turns
you,
into an
oh.
Yeah. Uh-oh.
It's not good. It's not good. Episode 15. Dororo and Hyuk are maxing out in Sabame's house, and Dororo tries to bait out some sort of reaction from Sabame about the attack from the night before.
Kono Chino Sabame.
There you go. I like that. Ooh, I like Dororo.
Oh, that worked.
That was really good.
It
You fuck-
works.
I didn't think he was gonna make it work, and he crushed it.
Thank you. It's like, yeah, we slept really good last night, huh? And he's like, oh, great.
Sabame just bug-eyed looking at you like, you sure?
Did you? Okay.
Huh? What?
And then Sabame is like, yeah, you stay as long as you want, dude. Enjoy the soft water on me. Dororo's like, well, fuck, I was trying to get him to get me to stay, and he just fucking invited me. But I'm gonna go check out the temple. And Hyuk says, I'm gonna keep a soul sense on Sabame since he doesn't have eyes. He's not gonna say like keep an eye on him, but he might as well have.
It's a sixth sense. It's a sick move being like, oh yeah, we just got like attempted murder last night. I was trying to stay. Like honestly,
it's not that bad. Like we slept, and then like 5 minutes of inconvenience of like almost dying, and then I just slept again, and I wake up and I get breakfast. Like that's okay.
Slept hard.
I don't need to live. I need to eat.
How much comfort would it be before you can take like one assassination attempt a night?
Like if I know I'm gonna survive it because I'm a fucking badass, like it's fine.
Whatever.
It's cool. I'm a light sleeper. It'll be okay. But
just gotta wait for this maggot demon to show up.
Right.
Then I can go to bed.
Just laying in bed waiting for it. You're like,
yeah. Come on, I'm tired.
I'm sleeping, dude. Just come get me. Okay, there it is. Got him. All right, good night.
You go to lay down. You're like, oh, I'm so tired. Gotta lay down.
Dororo walks around the village and sees how communistic it is and goes, wow, this is amazing. Maybe Karl Marx was right. Then he finds out that the people worship Sabame like a rich billionaire he is. So I guess this is actually capitalism since they don't want to talk about the burnt down temple. Because what's an orphanage to the economy?
Yeah, right?
Right.
I mean, see, this I know we already argued about this, but like this episode, like, because in the context of Hyakumaru's domain or whatever, we don't get the people's reaction to like what they've done,
Yeah.
But in this small scope, we see the village being like, yeah, that's 100% fine. Like, that's exactly, we want this.
To burn more shit, kill more children. Do it.
I mean, we saw it in Daigo's territory with the girl screaming about a demon baby, and everyone's like, just don't.
Everyone just thought she was crazy. There's just like, she's holding a red rock.
I mean, they probably
it's like plank, but like just a boulder.
Like, yeah, I don't know about that lady, but like, if that's what she's saying, like, who fucking cares? And like, you think about like in the season finale when that happened, like Daigo was standing with like a gang of his people, like a whole fucking army, and like he's just like openly saying like, yeah, I fucking sacrificed my son. They're like, oh shit.
Yeah, but all I could think of during that was that out of context, like they're coming in halfway through a conversation. He's saying that, but they're all like, what do you mean by that? Like they don't understand the whole demon part, so they're just like, okay.
Yeah.
Are they crazy? Like they don't sound like it.
I mean, I feel like also a lot of samurai from that time are depicted as like murder Roombas too, Like my lord tells me where the dirt is and I go make it happen.
Yeah, right.
It's just a world full of Roombas,
Yeah.
It just who you see is red. That's the only difference.
Yep. Hyuk stalks Sabame through the woods with some of the roughest animation of running I've ever seen in my fucking life. Like it was like like when you were a kid, you made like those flip books where like you would like draw the person doing different things. It straight up looked like that. Like there was the woods, and then he like was on the right side of the frame, and then like he was on the left side with his other leg in front, and that happened like 4 times in the frame. And I was like, why even animate that? Why even put that in there?
They do. I feel like they like skip animation quality, like they cut as many corners as they can while still like not making it look like dump most of the time.
Oh, they don't just do that in animation, they do that in the storytelling too.
No, I'm just saying like the feet and everything, like they're like, yeah, no one's gonna give a fuck about this walk animation, like as long as we get the important scenes to look good.
Oh man,
we just gotta have. When it looks good,
like they're not gonna make an AMV of these guys walking. No, fuck it.
They're like, we just need our one episode 19 of Demon Slayer. Just once every couple episodes. We got it. Make the feet. I don't care what the feet look like. I don't give a fuck. Make them float. I don't care.
Yeah.
Get our episode 19 out.
Make it happen. We gotta
make it happen.
Dororo comes up on a nice ass storehouse in the woods and finds only rice in there. And then a trap door. And then the entire village is in there.
Mm-hmm.
And they just push him down into a fucking trap door. And there's a bunch of manor peas down here.
Manor peas!
Mm-hmm.
That's real.
They're all cute still.
They're like
Oh.
cute but terrifying.
Disgusting.
Oh yeah, both. I mean, I would if I had a pet one, I would just be squealing and also just throwing up at the same time.
Oh, I hate them so much.
It's not good. Would you want a manapee or a chainsaw dog? You know,
Chainsaw dog for
Chainsaw
sure.
dog, easy.
I'm
Yeah.
a lot more terrified of the chainsaw dog, to be honest. But like, I mean, when a dog acts out, it's still a dog, and I'm a big enough person that I'm not gonna like be fucking manhandled by a dog. But you add a chainsaw to the mix.
Yeah. You're getting fucked
Right.
up.
like
You
that
could
dog
get cut
if
by
that dog
accident.
gets the zoomies, dude, it's fucking up your whole house. You know,
Right. That dog starts to want to play, and it starts to play a little too rough, and you hear that, and you're like,
Yeah.
mm-mm,
Mm-mm.
what?
Mm-mm.
back up.
That's why you
Back
gotta
up.
train it. You just gotta train it better. You're like, go sit down. Do it for me. Sit, please. Get off the couch. You just-
And if like the manapee's coming up on you, right? It's just a bunch of arms. It's just slapping you around in the face because it's so
Yeah.
excited. It's
Oh,
just a
dude.
bunch of.
It's just
I don't
sliming
like
on
that.
you.
I
It's
just don't.
goopy.
That's where I don't
like
want it because of the slime, dude. That's not okay. I'm
Oh
The
not.
my
slime
God.
isn't. For me, the slime, isn't a big deal. Just don't have carpet. But like,
Yeah.
but like the arms, like when it's excited, it's just slapping you around the face, or like
Yeah.
if it's like if it gets the zoomies, right? You just hear like hands slapping on the floor constantly. You're like, I don't like this.
Look, I not Slugma. Wow, Gudra. Love that Pokemon.
Mm.
And it's Sliggoo. It's just a slug dragon
Yeah. Okay.
covered in goop. Love it.
Mm.
Same
Yeah.
thing.
You love it for a different reason, though. You know.
Oh my god.
Sabame tells Yuck, this village is the best village in the world, but I haven't really been to any other village, and I know that you're here to kill these fucking demons that live here. You keep calling them ghouls, and I
Yeah, I thought there was
Yeah.
like a
I don't know if there's like a hierarchy,
I thought there was a distinction between ghouls and demons
I thought
because
so too.
they had called the giant baby like, that's just a ghoul, that ain't a demon. And now he's like, you're gonna kill the ghoul ones. Like, I will kill the demons. You're like,
Right.
But
It's like, but how are they?
Don't matter. Listen, it doesn't matter to Hakamaru, okay? If it's red, he spins.
it dead.
But like, what is
Don't matter.
red?
Don't matter. Don't
If
matter.
it's Rojo, it's gotta go.
If Rojo didn't go.
I love this thing where Sabame like, I love when people do this. Like, this is the best place in the world, but I haven't been anywhere else.
Every new
Okay.
place is the best
That's very
place.
American. I don't know what to tell you.
Yeah.
It's like if you've
It's perfect.
only ate at McDonald's, right? And then somebody's like, "You want to go to Wendy's?" And you're like, "Ew, what the fuck?" And then you go there, you're like, "Oh my god!"
Yeah.
What's a pub burger, by the way? Pub burgers are so fucking good, dude. Fuck McDonald's.
All right, let's calm down. Sabame,
Yeah, all right. McDonald's has the place.
Sorry.
Sabame gives a backstory that's similar to Daigo's, except he married the ghoul. He's like, my place was garbage, even though I said it was the best just now. And then this ghoul came and was like, yeah, I'll just fucking kill some people and like, I'll make this place good. And he's like, okay. And he's like, I might as well marry this person. Like, that was it. Okay, seen this before.
Well, I like the difference where he's like, yeah, these ghouls are my people too. like it's not. It's like, oh, I live in my kingdom and the demons too.
Yeah. And there's political stuff here.
Yeah.
Hyuk says, I don't give a fuck about your village, dude. I just want my body parts. That's all I'm looking for.
Gang.
And then, so this is the other thing I really hate about this show. Like, it'll jump back and forth between two narratives before anything happens in either narrative, and it just annoys me so fucking much. So I just wrote these scenes out in like chunks. So Dororo's getting chased by the manapees, and then fucking the big ass baby monster shows up, and its head explodes, and ghosts come out and save Dororo from the manapees.
That shit was weird as hell.
And then one of the ghosts that exploded from the baby's head comes up to Dororo and like touches him in the head and gives him a vision of the orphanage getting fucked up.
I don't know why it just makes me think of the fucking like Cabin in the Woods where the Japanese schoolgirls sing the frog
Yeah.
into
Oh,
it.
yeah. No,
Yeah.
dude, they straight up look like Casper the Friendly Ghost. Like
Yeah.
they were just straight up Casper. This is
It
where
was
he
so
went.
fucking weird. It was so fucking weird. I was like,
Yeah.
I'm like, this is fine, right? But I don't think Ghost is super effective against Bug. You know? So
I don't know.
I think it's
I'm not
just
there.
regular effective.
right.
I don't know.
And I'm just not with it.
Well, that means never mind. The bugs could be psychic, but it doesn't really work.
No.
The bugs could be ghosts, but then they'd be super effective against each other.
They're ghouls,
Ghoul isn't a Pokemon type yet.
Yeah.
but it's close to Ghost.
We
And
don't
Ras
know
Al
that.
Ghul.
And Ras Al Ghul
Is
is
a
a demon.
demon.
Is a demon's head.
Demon. Yep.
There's something here. Venomoths appear before Hyuk. And he sees that Sabame is the same soul color as his family. And then slices up the Venomoths, but then gets knocked out.
Why did I
eventually.
love the moth sound so much?
I hate, dude. I don't.
Something about it just made me happy. Them go. "Brrrr." I'm like, yeah.
So like Harris, I
is
know you
tickling me in a
don't.
way.
I know you don't like spiders, and you're mad about demon spiders. Do you? What's worse, demon spider, or demon bugs?
Demon spiders.
I mean, I know spiders a bug, but like other bugs besides spiders.
Not demon spider. Like other
I don't-
bugs honestly don't freak me out as much. Like I've seen centipedes and shit like that, and
I don't,
like-
dude. I don't like them.
I
Those
don't
are-
like them either.
I think
but
those are the worst ones for me. Like I like bugs for the most part. I don't mind. But like something about like long crawlies with lots of legs. I'm like, come on, man.
I don't
I'm
fuck
not a
with
fan of
bugs.
them either, but for some reason, just spiders in particular, like, are not cool with me. Like, I fucking hate them.
I really
don't-
like them.
I don't.
I
fuck
like
with-
daddy long legs. Daddy long legs are cool looking.
I feel like a weird alternate life of me would have been that weird guy with a fucking pet tarantula that just like is way too close with it.
Right, you like let it crawl around your body.
I'm getting
Yeah.
better. I'm getting better with the spider stuff. I feel like because I watched the first episode of Haunting of Bly Manor,
Mhm.
Yeah.
and like there was a spider in it, and like I was watching it with my fiance and sister, and they both were like, "Ew, spider," and I was like, like it's not a demon spider, you know, so
Mhm.
it's not that bad. But like, you know, so I'm kind of getting over it. But like, all it's gonna take is like for me to see an actual large spider in person and be like, "I'm
Yeah.
out. I'm out. I want to die. I want to die. Kill myself."
You guys see the meme where it was like, it has long legs, so we'll call it long legs, and the other guy's like, not kinky enough.
Daddy.
Daddy long leg.
I don't fuck with bugs, dude. I don't like demon maggots. I don't like demon moths. I take a demon spider all day.
Actually, yeah, that's 100% like the worst thing. Maggots. Like
Maggots
I
are
don't know.
fucking disgusting. Anything. I don't like slimy shit, dude. That's why I don't like snakes, because they look slimy, even though I know they're not.
But they're so
I don't-
cute.
I don't really have a problem with slime.
I don't fuck with slime. You could slime
Venomoth
right off, dude.
Crashes into a tower and then sets the village on fire because Dororo pulled a King's Landing with wildfire, and the villagers immediately
no.
fall apart.
Yeah.
The
Oh,
villagers
no.
are like, fire? What? All the rices? What are we gonna do now?
Dororo is a Targaryen.
Oh no.
Hyuk comes up on a giant Venomoth or Moonlight Butterfly from Dark Souls or whatever, and then just lights it up with fire. I don't know how he could see fire. Like, I wonder what color fire is to him. Is it green? Is it white? Is it red? You know,
I don't
because
know.
it's technically alive. But like, is it? It's killed people. But what if that fire hasn't killed people? But like other fire like that fire have killed people? Will the fire turn more red? Is fire the most real thing he can see?
I don't
'Cause
think
it is
fire
red.
has a soul. It's just a chemical reaction.
Yeah.
But he's seen flowers. Do flowers have souls?
Dude, I don't understand how he just grabs rocks. I don't understand how
That
he
too.
walks around. I
Yeah.
don't understand. That's what I'm saying. Just give him eyes already.
Yeah.
I thought for a moment I was like, oh, he's gonna get his eyes, and then
Or-
he gets his fucking spine. I'm like, what?
Yeah. Or you could do something really stupid and just give him like echolocation, so he's just constantly like humming or something, you know? He's just like, or like a low yell.
Yeah, I just wanted to walk
Yeah.
her going. Okay, I got it.
Okay. I see it. We're good. Got it. Make him the real Batman.
Right.
So after he kills the giant Venomoth butterfly thing, he then gets his whole spine back, and I'm so disgusted and confused.
I hate this so much when it popped out. It
And
was fucking gross.
I just think about the you know, the prosthetic guy. Like
Yeah.
when Hyakkimaru's a kid, he's like, oh, he doesn't have a spine. Look at him bend. And then like put in like
Just
those
fucking-
Doing
like, things that
surgery,
grow.
yeah.
Yeah.
And then like he gets a little bit taller and like part of
Yeah,
his
stick it
body is
new.
still like wiggling around, and he's like, oh, guess I gotta add another fucking notch. Here we go. I shove it in there.
Like
I
I don't like this is one of those things that you just accept about the story, right? Because if you think about it at any amount of time, it's horrific and also like what the fuck? Because like okay, we've been glossing over the whole prosthetic arm acting like an arm when it's
Mhm.
just wood.
Yeah.
They have established no technology for this stuff.
No.
But and we're like we're just fine. We're just fine with that. But like going into a whole spine territory, it's like he just didn't have a functioning spine. Like I don't know, like are you a fucking surgeon here? Like what?
It was just like wooden blocks connected by string, and they're like, oh,
Yeah.
Yeah.
I guess that's all the nerves,
And it works.
and it works. He can
This
still
dude,
walk.
This dude could literally could revolutionize anything.
Like, oh, he like you imagine him coming into like a hospital and they're like, oh, this guy's a paraplegic, he's never gonna walk again. He's like, give me some bamboo
Give
and some
me-
string.
And some string.
He's just gonna be confused. He's like paraplegic. What does that mean? It means
that
his spine's broken. He's like, you didn't
Oh.
have you tried putting some wood in him?
Some bamboo, dude. Y'all don't got bamboo out here? What the fuck is this?
See, the problem is the brain can't communicate with the rest of the body, right? So you got to get some wood and some string so you can make the little telephone.
Like a string with a cup. Yep, perfect. That's exactly how it works. Fuck, dude. Dororo is confused why the whole village is burnt down. It's like I spilled oil everywhere, and then there's fire everywhere. Why? I thought that I just spilled it in one spot,
I was just
but it's
cooking some
everywhere.
rice.
I just don't understand what happened.
I was just
And
a
I was
little
like,
chilly. I just
How are you
wanted.
confused? You did this.
You did this?
You-
They did this.
They did this.
Oil did this. The oil did this.
Oil did this. I didn't do this.
I did not do this.
And then Huck's like, Hyakkimaru's like, whatever, dude. I got my spine. I don't give a fuck. I'm a cold ass motherfucker. That's it. He's just like Dororo's like having this whole conversation about like, oh, that sucks. The whole village. Huck's like, whatever, dude.
Yeah.
I got my body part from here. Time to move on. Taomaru is then training with one eye.
Well, hold on. Doesn't Dororo get mad at him? Dororo gets like, he's like, all you, because I was like, Dororo hit him with the, all you do is Red Demon Bad go.
Yeah, that happens after Taomaru has this whole training session where they're like, oh, you don't know how to use one eye yet?
Oh yeah, he's like, no, I don't. I just
No.
got this. I
It
just
just
lost my
happened.
eye, dude.
I've been crying in a field for like 2 episodes about this.
Yeah,
I
this
just started training. Yes, I don't know how it works.
Just lost my eye. Can you just give me a minute to learn?
Where's the prosthetic guy? I need another eye. And then Hyuk keeps saying, I don't care about people. I care about my body. And Dororo's like, man, fuck you, man. What the fuck talking about? I was just looking for body parts. What about other people's body part? I don't care.
Yeah, that's what all you do is
It
go
says
over.
no.
And then Dororo leaves him and then is found by Itachi, who wants the other half of the map.
See, this is a part where he clearly just doesn't give a fuck about Dororo or anything. He just like
No, hold on. Because he just keeps walking. Because
he doesn't give a fuck. Like if
No.
you're walking with someone and the other person doesn't walk with you, you know.
Dororo's been talking shit to this man for like 13 episodes minimum. Okay. And just keeps walking with him even when he's talking shit.
Yeah.
And so he's like, oh, he's still talking shit. I'm just going to keep walking. And then all of a sudden he's like, hold on. Where's the dude? Hello?
I've never once have done that. Like walked with just one person and then been
You've
like,
never once been blind either, bro. You've never once been
but
a
I'm not
demon
realizing.
killer.
I'm not relying on my sight to like know that they're there.
What are you relying on?
My ears.
Yeah, and if the motherfucker's always talking and then randomly stops talking, normally, because that's what Dororo does, because he's like, oh, Yakumaru, your family did it for you. It's okay, I'll be your family. But it's just thinking about it, like you're like, okay, he's just being quiet. And he like walks away and he's like, all right, hold on. I haven't heard this motherfucker in a minute. Where's he at? He even said he stops, looks around and goes, Dororo, and then like
when Corona drops, we're gonna walk in a park, you and I, and you gotta try and lose me.
I will 100% lose you. I will.
No,
I'm fucking
you
ninja, dude.
You gotta lose him without him noticing.
Yeah,
that's what I'm saying.
And Kyle will keep his eyes closed the whole time.
I'll be on my phone 100%.
But you have to. But you have to have your eyes closed.
Oh my god, give me a blindfold. I can't fucking. I'm just be running into trees. I'm be so struggling with that.
Huckamaru can do it. You figure it out.
Huckamaru can see fucking souls of trees and shit,
Yeah,
dude. It's
learn
not
to see
fair.
souls and then talk to me, okay?
Oh my god.
I give this episode a Pokemon out of National Treasure.
Okay.
I
I didn't get it at first, and then I thought about it, and you got it.
Yeah, that's fine.
Good.
Yeah. Episode 16. Dororo gets kidnapped by Itachi and his men, Khaleesi style. Itachi tells a story about how he suspected Papa Roro of saving a trust fund, and then he dug up Mama Roro and found the map on her back.
Yep. And here it is, boys. The forced side plot. Yay.
Yep. But
Woo!
like, okay, hold on. So this shit had me super fucked up too, because this is the most plot jutsu I've ever seen in my fucking life.
Right, as far as like moving getting it there and like moving it there, but by yourself, because if anyone else knew, it'd be a problem.
Yeah.
And like, dude, there's so many questions involved with this.
So
yeah, but that
Itachi saw this mom, right, take like porridge from her hand and then like feed her kid, and then was like, all right, whatever, like they're probably just gonna go die somewhere, and then rides by this field
And just thinks,
I see a grave over there and all these flowers. Maybe I should dig up this body.
yeah.
But also, he knows they're poor enough to just die of poverty, and he thinks, I know they're still hiding money.
Yeah. Also, he knows exactly where Dororo was walking.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was the weirdest shit of it all. It's just like,
I've been looking for you everywhere. Oh man, this was the first time I was like, "Fucking how, dude? Like, how?"
This episode immediately just had me be like, "Okay, turn the brain off. We're watching Transformers."
This is why I love the Star Wars movies generally, because like it's the one story like device that has a reason for that. So like anytime you're like, that's fucking weird, you're like, oh yeah, the Force. Okay,
Right.
cool. Like it doesn't matter.
Exactly.
You can do shit like that all day long, and you're like, it's the Force. You're like,
Yeah.
okay, yeah, you're right.
I got a feeling. I'm good. I'm in. I was like, all right, that's it. But like, anyway, this frustrated me so much, and like I said, I immediately just like turned my brain off, and I was like, I'm done with this shit. Like,
yeah.
I am so mad. You literally could have done this and like had like Itachi and his band at the village and been like, Dororo be like, you know what, fuck Hyuk, I'm gonna go get my money. And then you could have gotten to the same fucking conclusion without having this whole story about how Itachi's like, I knew that your dad was up to something.
Yeah.
And I knew that your mom was buried in this field and that she was stupid enough to not use money to feed you and will burn her hand. Like all these things. Like, give me a fucking break, dude.
And also, I'm still stuck on the guy just getting the money there.
Yeah. He like went super fucking far without anyone noticing constantly. Like
by himself.
By himself.
Through he had to get boats and shit to get over there.
And
there was back. But then he was back like in the morning. Like he went
the explosives. Yeah. I was just imagining him setting it up. Even dude, the explosives. Can we talk about that? Like he made this map specifically for his wife and daughter.
Hope you don't step
mean-
on the blow
I mean,
blows.
I mean, maybe his original plan wasn't to involve them, but it became the plan, and he wasn't just like, "Oh, by the way, that shit's rigged to hell." Like,
Yeah. Good luck.
No.
Good
Madness.
fucking luck.
get that money, wink. See you in a bit, hun.
They then come up on a cape, and there's a destroyed village, and a one-armed man who's fucking mighty sus, dude. He's just like, I can take you some boats. All
Yeah,
right, dude.
not
What the fuck?
not weird at all, right?
Right. He leads to these boats, and they're shark powered. This is Aquaman.
Mm-hmm. Actually,
Uh,
Aquaman. It's Aquaman, but if Aquaman had to feed himself to his pets, you
Yeah.
know?
But like in most iterations of Aquaman lately, like he loses his arm.
Okay.
So
Yeah,
It's
I don't understand the. Is there a reason why Aquaman suddenly just like? They're like, oh, Aquaman's boring. Like, what if we just keep making him lose parts of bodies? Like, oh, that shit rips. Like, just give him a
Losing-
hook hand.
Losing body
Make him
parts
lose
is
an
fucking
eye.
dope.
Now he
dude.
looks good.
Hell yeah.
I love Aquaman. They do him dirty. This guy fed his arm to his sharks, and now they only want human flesh. The sharks turn on a boat, and Shark Week begins.
Oh, yeah. I'm not gonna steal a joke from Reddit. Never mind. Keep going.
They meal prep and leave one boat with Dororo and Itachi alive. Itachi tells a story about being a pawn in the samurai thing and regrets his life choices until Dororo hits his crew with a talk no jutsu.
Doro wasn't even mad during that whole story. She's like, "Oh, you mean like my family, huh?
Yeah.
You're talking over right now?"
Right. He's like, yeah, after I betrayed your family and left you guys to die,
Turns
my
out
life
your dad
sucked
was-
too.
Yeah, turns
Like,
out your dad was right.
yeah, your dad was right. Like samurai just kind of treat us like pawns, and that's bullshit.
Yeah. So like, I'm sorry, little bro. I didn't
Yeah.
mean to.
Well, no, he didn't even say sorry. He's just like,
Yeah.
he's just like, yeah, my life is pretty garbage.
Yeah.
And
Maybe I
then
shouldn't have
Doro's
done
like,
that.
Doro's like, dude, I don't give a fuck about your life. Like, let's get the fuck out of here. I care about my life. Y'all supposed to be like hardcore fucking warband shit. Look at you, scared from a fucking shark. Get your shit right.
Right.
Dororo says, I'll be shark bait, hoo ha ha,
For real.
and lures the shark above the water where everyone fucking skewers it. And this is how sushi was invented.
Yeah, this is it.
This is it. Aquaman Mako Tsunami, the guy from Yu-Gi-Oh, who does the stuff.
Oh yeah. I got you.
He comes up on his shark beached that got skewered and dead, and the crew fucking just whoops on him for like hours by a romantic campfire. Like the sun is out, and then we cut to the sun being down, and there's a fire, and everyone's just like beating the fuck out of this dude, like working him. And I was like, damn, how long were they working this dude? You know?
Yeah.
Like
All day.
hours.
All
Yeah.
day. Just beating the shit out of him.
Itachi then strips Dororo bare and finds out he's got female reproductive organs.
Which why is it, this is a weird plot point that's been throughout it, right? Of people finding out that Dororo's a girl.
Yeah.
And it's never like come into play throughout the whole show, so I don't know why it keeps coming up.
I just think it's like a sex based as far as like vulnerable.
Oh no, I understand that,
people
but
thing.
like this dude, right? Itachi.
Yeah.
This was her dad's homie. Like when the dad had a kid, he wasn't like, "Oh yeah, here's my daughter." Like he's never said
that's 'cause-
daughter.
That's because the dad was just like, I'm just gonna protect her because I live this dangerous life. I'm not gonna make her more vulnerable.
Okay, so did he tell everybody that his wife was a dude too?
No.
That's what I'm saying. It's a weird plot point. I understand the point of it.
Yeah.
I just don't know if they're gonna go anywhere with it.
Yeah.
I don't know. Dororo is views herself as a girl or a boy.
I don't know.
I have no idea.
This is
No
the
idea.
deepest level of tomboy I've ever seen.
For real.
And then Dororo lays by the fucking campfire and his back gets heated up and they see the map and they're like, hold him.
Get
And I
him.
didn't like this.
I didn't like it either.
Yeah.
Aquaman Mako Tsunami gets mad and then tells his shark that's still alive to eat everyone.
Oh, but also you missed. Dude, the sound of a shark grieving another shark was so good. I loved it. I don't know why. It made me sad. It made me want to hug the shark.
Yeah.
Maybe feed it my arm.
Yeah. See, that's how it happened. You know, what's a shark? What's a shark if not like an ocean dog?
Yeah,
You know?
a
Yeah,
water
exactly.
dog. They're just water dogs, dude.
I mean, that's seals.
No, it's sharks, obviously.
Mm,
If I got another dog and it died, my dog would eat that dog. Water dog.
Yep. dog. I gave this a Jaws out of Finding Nemo.
That's it.
Episode 17. The real Papa Hyuk or Daddy Hyuk. I couldn't remember how that quote went from Guardians of the Galaxy 2, where he's like, he may have been your father, but I was daddy or whatever. You
Yeah.
know?
Yeah.
That's what I was
Yeah.
going for here.
Yeah.
Find out he's still out here fixing up dead people. And it's the stupidest shit of my life. He's like fixing people, and then there's like these 3 guys that are like 10 feet away from him that like will just come and like take that shit, you know?
Mm-hmm.
And then he'll just go back and fix the guy, and he'll just take his shit again. It's like I get why he's doing it because he thinks that's the only way to like repent for his shit. But like, if you're a thief, like it's such a just go steal the fucking bag.
Yeah. Yep.
What are you doing? You fucking inconsistent motherfucker. Like, be more efficient, you idiot.
Right.
And yeah. Then all of a sudden this monster comes out of nowhere, is about to eat him, and then decides I'm not gonna eat him. I'm gonna go eat this old dude. And then Hyakumaru comes and saves him. And we get a reunion.
Yay.
And this was the best episode out of these group of episodes, even if, you know.
Oh yeah,
Still not
it was
awesome,
it
but
was
it's
good, but also how did Hyakamaru know? Because here's the thing. Dororo and Hyakamaru were walking. They get separated. Dororo goes this way with Itachi. Hyakamaru goes who the fuck knows where, you know? And then all of a sudden he's directly back with him.
It's the Force.
Yep.
It's like it was like a day later and he went and hung out with Dad and then went back.
Right.
It's the Force.
It's dumb.
The Papa Hyuk guy, I couldn't remember his name, and I didn't go back and because I just he's proud but scared of Hyakamaru, and Hyakamaru's like, I need a leg. I'm walking on a peg.
Just got me a peg.
I just got me a peg leg, and I'm looking for a real leg, but like not real leg, fake leg.
My nub's getting really itchy.
I need a
grinding up against
better
it.
nub. Better nub, please.
Better nub.
Betternubs.com.
Betternubs.com. Nubsonly.com.
Nubs on
Gonna
nubs.com.
go there. Nubsonnubs.com.
Hell yeah, dude.
Hyuk catches the dude up with everything that's happened so far, and like I just feel like I needed a little bit more vocabulary lesson stuff, because there's got to be words that he didn't know because he just learned how to talk and like just learned how to hear. That like I don't know how he communicates perfectly with someone he hasn't, like, I get it how he figures it out with Dororo, because if you spend enough time with someone, you kind of like just pick up on what they're really talking
But here
about.
he's talking to me. He's like, "There's people."
He's like, I learned about a dad and I had one, and I learned about a mom and I had one, and I learned about a brother and I had one, and I took his eye. And then
oh my god, you just opened up a whole brainwave in my head. Because he's never, like, he has very little experience with telling stories. He didn't grow up with people telling him stories. He didn't, like, he doesn't have any of that. So all his stories gotta suck and be like way out of order. Like, he's like, I saw my brother, I took his eye, and then my dad showed up, and then
my dad's like, hey, I took your body for demons, and then I found out that there was demons. And
Oh,
and then
and the fox spirit.
and then there's a fox spirit, and then there was I didn't even tell you this. I'll tell you this in like 30 minutes from now after we talk about philosophy. But like then there's this little guy that's with me all the time. But I don't think he's a guy because this nun told me this one time that it might not be a guy. What? Shut
And
the
the-
fuck up! What are you talking about?
The nun told me he's not a guy. He's actually a map. I
Yeah. Some old guy keeps coming up, and then he says map, and I don't understand. And then there was this girl who sang, I think sing. She made sound with mouth that I
Yeah.
liked.
It felt good on ears, and
It felt good.
and then pee hard and
then-
fuck and
and then
fuck
fuck.
really bad want to.
and then
so,
want to
dead. I burr when red. You know,
went red, and then gray kill gray because
Kill
gray
Gray, make
make
pee
sing
soft
girl-
again.
yeah.
Yeah.
I'm at, dude. I want this to go on way longer than it should. I know
Yeah.
people are listening to the podcast.
I know that's
and
true.
but I wanted to go on literally the whole. I want the
want-
whole story recapped.
Yeah, we should recap
From-
every anime like this.
We really
This should be a thing we do. PP
Yeah.
go dead.
Uh,
I love it.
and then Mama Maru wakes up, and Tarumaru says, "Now I don't care about you, Mom," and then just leaves. Like the mom wakes up. And she's like, "Ooh, I'm awake." And Tarumaru, they're like, "Oh, Tarumaru, go say hi to your mom." He's like, "Remember that time I was in the tree and she didn't care? I don't care."
Yep.
And his boys are like, "This guy's different."
Yeah,
Something-
I did enjoy the. See, we do have character changes by then. This we have Hyukmaru like caring about extra things, and then we have the other guy going from someone who cares to just like being like, no,
See,
that's it.
that's why I love the fucking edgelord characters because their character development is so easy to do, and it's always done well because it's fucking easy to do.
Mhm.
It's just easy. You just
I don't know
you're
if he's
this way,
gonna.
you're that way. Why? Because of this.
I don't know if
Done.
he's gonna like flip at the end or if he's just gonna like triple down in his dad's shoes.
Yeah,
That's
either
the part
way,
I'm
interested in
excited.
that character. Right.
Yeah.
I'm excited for that. Every time Tarumaru's on screen, I'm rock fucking hard.
Jesus.
That's just me.
Okay.
Yeah, it's why he does Chainsaw Man voice so well.
Yeah.
Oh, for sure.
Yeah.
That's why I wanted him to do it. That's why I said Harris is doing this guy. This is him as a person.
That's why I did creepy old man voice well.
Hell, you did it so good.
I felt like garbage. The dude feels bad for Hyuk.
Wait, hold on. After, because you talked about the mom waking up and talking to Daigo, right?
I don't think that's happened yet. That happens. This is what I'm saying. This shit bounces back and
Right.
forth so much.
Dude, yeah, for sure. Okay, keep going then.
Yeah.
I thought I
dude-
heard you talk about the mom waking up.
The
Okay, sorry.
prosthetic leg dude feels bad for Hyukamaru.
Hyukamaru's daddy.
Hyukamaru's daddy, Papa Daddy.
Mommy,
Fake daddy.
Real
mommy.
daddy. Real fake daddy.
Real fake daddy.
Just he feels bad for Hyukamaru, and Hyukamaru's like, I just came for a leg, dude. Like, I don't know how I got to you, but all I need from you is a leg.
I traveled like 20 feet, okay?
Yeah.
And now I gotta go 30 feet back to get back to Dororo. I just need
Right.
a leg.
I just need a leg.
And he's like giving this thing. He's like, I can't give you a leg because like then I'll just lead you back to hell. And he's like, all right, I just saved this baby and then kicked it back into hell. I'm like, yeah, he's in hell, and now you're taking out his paddle. You're like,
Right.
he's literally on a boat in a river of hell, and you're like, no paddle for you.
No paddle.
Like, what do you want from him? Like, you think like by leaving him with a fucking peg leg, like you're doing him any sort of favor?
Yeah, I
Yeah.
really disliked this whole exchange. I
Yeah.
really
It
did
was-
not like it at all.
It was. I don't know if I'm too dumb to understand what they were trying to say from his point of view, but from my point of view as a rational human being,
Yeah.
that was the dumbest shit ever.
Kyle, you are a perfectly intelligent human being. Okay, if you didn't understand, it's because they didn't give you enough to understand.
Yeah. It was
The
just they were
dude
just
said-
trying to make it emotional and
Yeah, they were
weird.
just trying to make it drama, like give
Yeah.
him a reason to fucking
But
say
it was
no.
it was a really bad kind of drama. Like, oh no, I don't want you to do that because then you're gonna have to rule a land because then you'll have your whole body back and then you'll be actually the son and like what are you talking about, dude? He
Right.
doesn't have fucking eyes right now. He's trying to get his body back. If you're his fake mama daddy stepdad mom thing, Why wouldn't you want to help him? It's just dumb.
The
Mom.
real fake Hyakkimaru dad says, I can't help you because you murdering people. I bet you fucking murdering people, dude.
Yeah.
And then just chops the fake leg in front of Hyakkimaru, and then they get trapped in the cave by a landslide.
Yeah. So now he has to get out of the landslide. It's gonna take more time. But Dororo's only 15 feet away. Fuck this. Teleporting, dude. I hate teleporting so much.
Mamamaru.
I mean, it's not. He barely went and found that. Like, they could have been on a road, and right next to the road could have been a battlefield, and right next to the road also could have been the Cape, and that's like it.
Yeah,
It's dumb.
Sure, they've been
but, like-
traveling for how long now? They went to the Banman, they crossed it, they keep going. All of a sudden, they're back. Like, it's dumb.
Mamamaru explains that the god of mercy sacrificed her head for Hyuk's head, and that's why the 12th demon wasn't freed in the Hall of Hell. Yay, we get some info, only for Daigo to say, shut up, you're just making shit up.
Yeah. So when this
Is that what he
happened-
said? He said something that I was like, wow, this dude is like the most like fucking 1950s like
Yeah.
husband I've ever heard.
Yeah.
Like, she says this whole thing about like, okay, so this is what happened, and I thought it meant this, but really it meant this because of this, and like she like gave a whole fucking thesis statement about everything that's happened, and Daigo's like, shut up and get me some fucking bread.
No, he said you think too much.
Yeah. I really wanted him,
fucking
because
say
remember
you're
last
thinking.
time this happened, I wanted Daigo to just be like, politics, and then just walk out. Like, not just nothing.
Just be like, you don't understand politics, and then
Yeah,
walk away.
And then walk away.
Like it
Okay.
literally feels like that, like the realistic form of that like 1950s house where the guy's just sitting there in his chair smoking a cigar with a newspaper, and his wife says something, he's like, dumb.
Yeah. But like, it could have been so, I don't know. This is where like the fucking smarmy writer in me is like, you could have just had him say like, it doesn't fucking matter,
Yeah.
instead of like completely devaluing the entire thing she said.
Yeah, he
Like-
could have just been like, fuck you.
He's just like, okay, I don't fucking care.
Yeah.
Whatever you said, don't care. Moving on.
care.
Not like
Doesn't
you're
matter.
just thinking too much. Shut up.
Yeah. It's such a weird non-reaction to it.
Right.
I always hate non-reactions in stories.
Yeah. But like, and like that's the thing. Like, I don't know. It's a type of writing when you want to show that someone's just clearly a piece of shit, that they just don't believe anything they're given. But like,
Yeah.
I feel like whenever someone tells something to someone, a part of them wants to believe it, but they want to dismiss it so they can't believe it, instead of just being like, no, I don't believe it.
I know
never
this is a podcast, but we have this video, and like when you have your hand in the corner like that and you're going like this, your hand's like instant transmissioning constantly. And I'm just
I fucking love it, dude.
It's
so
really
I'm
good.
just thinking about your hand just going in like someone's ass, like
Fuck
bah,
yeah.
bah, bah, bah.
I like to think I'm just moving so fast, that the camera can't keep up with it.
Yeah.
It's like Dragon Ball Z. Hyakkimaru tries to dig out of the cave, and the real fake Daddy Maru asks, why do you want to go back to the world of shit? The world is garbage. Why do you want to go back? We're fine here. There's ventilation. There's food.
That's how I feel every day.
And Hyakkimaru's like, because my body is my fucking body, even though I've never had it, and I fucking want it.
It's my body and I want it now.
Yeah,
Yeah, that's it.
that's it. Master Splinter attacks Taomaru and his boys and gets a piece off of him, but then a whole army of rats get fucked up by his boys, and then they burn down the whole house, and Taomaru says, I ain't a bitch no more. Fuck feelings. I'm looking for killings. You feel me?
Right? I love that.
That was that whole scene, but it was great. Like, literally, I was like, that's Splinter. They fucking just,
Yeah, I was saying, how are they gonna do Splinter like
100%,
that?
dude.
like, how you gonna do a rat in a fucking kimono,
kimono,
and tell me that's
yeah.
not
Now there's
It
gonna be
was
some turtles that don't know ninja shit.
Big Mommy Splinter, and I was just waiting for the turtles to show up. Like, whoa, I want some fucking pizza, bro.
Yeah. You think
Large
that
pep, one
fuck-
cheese,
Yeah,
please.
with my fucking skateboard, dude.
Cowabunga?
Cow
You think
fucking
that-
dude.
think the Ninja Turtles are demons?
I
You
think the
think
Ninja
Ninja
Turtles are drug addicts.
Man, I know the term is derail, but like, can you imagine if I was like, if we were actually building like a railroad and I'm just constantly fucking turning everything, like, it's just like, yeah, this is it. The pieces go here, like, fucking, we're going straight. You're like, nah,
No, Ninja Turtles are
As I
over
was
here.
saying, I wish Ninja Turtles kept going with each generation and had like, because that was like very 90s, and they just kept it in 90s. And they like time locked 90s stuff onto the Turtles. I wanted every generation to have their own turtles with their own slang and things that they find cool.
Yeah,
I
I
got
definitely
nothing-
want
I got-
Michelangelo. I want Michelangelo to be like social justice warrior, you know?
Yeah,
And say stuff like lit.
yeah. How good would him saying lit be?
That would be awesome. It would be lit. It would be
Yeah,
lit.
yeah.
Lit. Lit.
Keep going.
The dude tells the real fake daddy Hyakamaru tells Hyakamaru that you'll get your body back, but you're taking other people's bodies with you on the way. So like, is it worth it? And Hyakamaru's like, I got my fucking assistant sword pimp. He stays by my side, and that's fine. As long as I got him, I'll take all the bodies and not be a body taker. Didn't understand. Like, he's like, yeah, you're just gonna be killing people. And he's like, yeah, but I have a friend.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I can. Everybody knows that's the rules. If you have a friend, you can murder as many people as you want.
Yeah. Doesn't
Yeah.
matter.
Yeah.
You got a friend. Sorry.
It doesn't. I didn't understand the rationale here at all. Like, it was like, okay, so the prosthetic dude, right, is like trying to repent for killing a bunch of people, and then tried to kill himself, and then like found someone to help him, and that person turned their back on him, right? Like, that's his story arc. Is that he was helping people. The person that was helping him help people said, fuck you, no matter what you do, you can't help enough people. And he's seeing the same thing play out with Hyakamaru and Dororo to a certain degree of like, Hyakamaru's in currently the stage of killing people, right? Hyakamaru's like, after I get my body back, I'll stop killing people. He hasn't said that. He hasn't said that, by the way. He's just like, that is just what happens. Like, sometimes
He just didn't have anything after.
Sometimes, yeah. Sometimes when you're pulling out weed, you pull out some grass. That's Hyakamaru's stance. All right.
That's a good
Very
phrase.
good. Yeah, I like.
And this guy's like, yeah, but like, just stop pulling out weeds. You know, like, don't do that anymore. And he's like, but I got a friend. And this guy's like, whole fucking world changes. He's like, oh, you have a friend. Oh, okay, that makes it much better.
That's not really what it is.
Tell me.
It's literally that, like, the conversation literally was that, like, what do you want? He's like, I want to kill demons. Like, why are you coming to kill your demons? Like, I want my body. And like, what about after that? He's like, after.
Yeah.
And he's just like, it's just get my body back. And then he mentions, he's like, you need someone, like, you need something to care for. And he's like, I got someone. And they're like, that's good. Like, as long as you got that. That's the conversation.
But he doesn't even say he's going to stop killing anything. He's just like, I got a dude.
Look,
that's all he says.
I know.
He's like,
I know.
I'm gonna get my body back, and then I got a dude.
I know. But that's the point of the conversation.
But that's the same thing that the guy went through. Was like, he killed a bunch of people, tried to kill himself, and then got a dude.
Got a dude.
And then the dude left him. Like, if the conversation was gonna go on, he should have been like, what happens if that dude leaves you? And then Hyakamaru's like, then I'm fucking killing everyone. I don't care.
But he was really in turmoil because of the situation of it, the old guy, right? But like, you can see that those demons didn't want to kill him because he was already dead. I don't know, that was weird.
Yeah.
But like, you can see that he like had finally had some sense of redemption, even though he said explicitly, I never wanted any redemption. But he felt like he was alive for the first time ever because he gave something into someone else. That's why. Like before, he was in turmoil about Hyakumaru. He didn't know if he did the right thing. But now that he sees that Hyakumaru is something other than like someone who has potential to actually care about something other than killing demons, he realizes that he did do a good thing and that there is still potential for good in this scenario. And that's why he feels good. And then the demon takes a bite of his like,
just because a mass murderer cares about one person does not stop them from being a mass murderer.
But it's a demon.
Absolutely. I'm not talking
That's
about
how this guy interpreted this. Was like, you've killed people, right? And Hyakumaru says nothing. He's like, what are you gonna do after you get your body back? He's like, I got a friend. And he's like, but what about the killing people? He never says that. He never asks, like, okay, but like, are you going to be done killing people? Or if like someone walks across you weird, you're just gonna fucking kill him and be like, that's how I know how to deal with my problems, is by killing things.
Yeah.
He's just like, I got a guy. And like Dororo is definitely the dude to be like, yo, fuck this guy up because he fucking looked at me all weird.
But he forgave Itachi though.
Yeah, I mean Dororo had some growth at this point, but like this guy doesn't know anything about Dororo. He knows nothing. He knows it's a kid. That's all he fucking knows because like he's like this tall.
Look, this is the guy that
he's
this is the guy that didn't want to give an amputee a leg, but
that's
will
like that's what I'm saying. Like it makes no fucking sense. Like the train of logic here was just absurd to me. And you literally could have fixed it with having like a few more lines of dialogue between the two.
Yeah, it could definitely use a little more. I know what they're trying to say. It's just
can't do it.
The fact that we're having this argument about it shows that I'm just please fix it a little bit more.
And that's why.
And that's the power of
you got that I love anime shit right now. You got that fun aids.
That's not what it. That's
and
not
it's like in the history of doing this podcast, I did not expect you to get fun aids out of anyone.
Oh
like
no.
I expected me to get that. I expected Cody to definitely just.
I have always said that I will try to just like things. Like I don't like if I go to see a movie and I know it's gonna be a 4 out of 10 and I go out and then watch it and it's a 4 out of 10, I'm like, yeah, it's exactly what I wanted.
And that's totally fine.
This is fucking anime. I expect lots of garbage that doesn't make sense. I expect lots of teleportation among the whole fucking world. I expect to just be like, why? Right? As long as the themes are like building on themselves and the theme is essentially this guy is going to move on beyond having a body, then fine.
My man, do you just build every building with Jenga blocks? Is that your life? Like you just kind of like, yeah, it's good enough. It'll fucking stand up there. Like, if you come into
look at my room.
If you come into a fucking building, right? No. Let's stay with the movie. Let's stay with the movie thing. All right. The first half of a 2-hour movie is fucking an 8 out of 10.
Yeah.
Right. And then the second half is a fucking 3 out of 10 because they're holding on to the goodwill they built in the first half. Is that movie good or not?
No.
That's what I'm saying right now. That's what I'm fucking saying
what
right
this
now.
is. Yeah.
That's 100. You
haven't seen the end.
The first season, and that's fine. If I will go if the next 5 or 6, however many episodes there are great. This anime is fantastic.
It's like, you didn't need to say movie. You could just say Game of Thrones. Is Game of Thrones good? Yeah, I can't recommend anyone watch Game of Thrones. If I say, hey, Thrones, it's you will love the first 5 seasons, and then you can just like chill off on. I mean, you'll probably finish it, but you'll just be angry. Like,
but okay, but in that same vein, if they make a season 9 of Game of Thrones, and it's like everything that happened in season 7 and 8 was just like a dream, and they like do the right shit in season 9, I would tell people go watch it, skip 7 and 8 because it was bullshit garbage. And it's good. And that's the same thing I would say to this. If you are watching this for the first time, if you watch Dororo for the first time, go watch all of this. But when you're rewatching it, skip these chunks. Skip this chunk.
I don't know how I ever feel about like just like retconning and just like chopping shit off. Like, because I hated the last trilogy of Star Wars, but if they just said like that shit didn't exist, I'd be like, I'd be just as frustrated as I am with it existing in the first place.
Mm-hmm.
But
like it's there, just fucking deal with it and do better.
Right.
Is
But
all.
nothing is so bad that you can't fix it. And like that's where real creativity comes from. Like this isn't so bad that you can't I can't think of a single thing that's so bad that you can't fix it.
Suicide Squad.
No. You can 100% fix Suicide Squad. They did that with the fucking Birds of Prey movie.
I didn't see it.
It's
Birds of
good.
Prey was amazing.
It was good.
Was
I
it?
like it.
Mhm.
Suicide Squad
I
2
need to check it
could
out.
fix the original Suicide Squad.
Yeah, probably. I mean, I don't think anything will fix that movie because that movie is just bad. It's just bad storytelling. It's just rough. I wanted something. It doesn't even do the dumb superhero stuff. It does none of it.
I will happily watch Suicide Squad, but I will not defend it.
So the Hakamaru's real fake dad, right?
Yep. Anyway,
He's a he's a shit character. Okay.
Yeah.
All he does.
He's a weird character.
All he does throughout this whole thing that's supposed to be redeeming, and it's supposed to be touching, and it's supposed to be growing Dororo because he cares about somebody else. He is contemplating what he's gonna do when he gets his body back, and he loves this guy, which he calls Mama. You probably haven't got there yet because we've been talking a lot about this, but it's still dumb to have this dude. He's just so such a lame person because he's like, oh, I don't want to live, and everything I do is bad, and then I saved him, and he might be bad, and I don't know what I'm gonna do. It's just there was nothing with that. Like, there was nothing with this guy that we needed to see that happened right now. And I hate him. I hate him so much. Dororo Hikimaru could have talked to anybody else. Anybody else with this same conversation would have been the exact same shit to me.
That's fair.
I hate this guy. I don't even know his fucking name.
I can't remember his name. Hyakkimaru and real fake daddy Hyakkimaru escape the cave, and then there's a tree that spawns these like lion bat things, and then Hyakkimaru just fucking murks him.
Just
easy
fucking
style.
starts to turns the
Lots
Roomba
of kill.
on and spins, dude.
The Roomba is fully charged at this
The
point.
Roomba is going off, dude.
And then he sees that the tree is like making them, and then stabs the tree, spawning them, and then they all die.
Yep.
I wanted to see what he stabbed.
He like stabbed like the heart of the tree,
Yeah, I don't know. It's weird.
It was weird, but it was fine.
Also a weird parallel between like him and Splinter getting killed.
Yeah.
I'm not sure what they were trying to tell with that parallel, because they both killed all the children at the same time, but like I don't know if they're trying to like say they're the same or if there's a difference between them.
Hyakkimaru wants to know the real fake daddy's name, and the dude's like, "Don't worry about it, dog. Keep my name out your mouth."
Yep.
And Hyakkimaru's like, "I know your name. It's Mama."
Mama.
And he's like, that's not how Mama works, but okay.
Again,
and
it was cute. It could have been so much more touching and heartfelt if we had any connection to this fucking guy. Like if they had some flashbacks, of like him raising Hyakkimaru throughout these episodes.
I mean, we already had some, and we had that cute moment of him like blowing on soup because he's just used to him like not knowing and just him hurting himself.
That all happened in one episode, though. I'm saying
we have 2 total episodes. We have some sense of like he's like taking care of him.
Yeah, it's a relationship, but they didn't make me feel anything for it.
Yeah, you're just dead inside.
No, I'm not, dude.
This like I cry at fucking everything.
Me too.
And like I wanted to cry at this, but
this could have been
their conversation beforehand just kind of like broke me a little bit. Like
it was so fucking dumb.
It's just strange.
I'm a little crybaby bitch now, huh?
I could have. All I'm saying, they could have got me to cry. They could have got me to cry.
I felt it in my chest when he said it.
I felt it. I felt good, but like this was a prime moment to get some Harris tears.
For sure.
Yeah.
If
when
they
you
just
don't
would have
get
made you
them,
care
like-
for these characters.
Like I want to cry because I
You had the
did cry.
tissue box. You looked at it.
Yeah, and I was like, no, it's not it.
Not today.
Uh,
Not today, tissue box. The only
How's
thing
your
you're getting
fiance
used for
deal with
is to
like
get
walking
jerked
on
off
you
and-
crying?
She knows. She's aware of it.
She walks in, she's like, "Do you need more tissue?" She's like, "Yeah,
Oh.
yeah, I do."
I don't use the tissues. I use my hand tissues, dude.
Ew.
A demon then bites the dude, and then he realizes that it didn't attack him before because he felt like he was already dead, and now he's not. Again, this was an interesting moment, but like I don't know. It could have been cooler if we would have seen more of demons just like completely avoiding him,
Yeah.
Mhm.
you know? And like instead of it happening for like a split second in the beginning of this episode, like didn't give enough time, it didn't give enough breadth to that like storyline. And you could have
Yeah.
it just could have been better.
It's just a weird, it's just so weird why they would include that.
Yeah.
Like we've never seen this ever happen before, and then all of
Yeah.
a sudden the demons only eat what they want, they consider as alive. It's just weird, and it wasn't needed. It just wasn't needed.
Taomaru hears that Hyukmaru is wherever the fuck Dororo was, and then he takes an army to go kill him.
Kill these dudes.
Go kill these dudes.
Yeah, when they get there within like 30 minutes, which is wild.
Of each other, which is
Yep.
fucking weird. That's the end of this episode. I give this episode Teenage Mutant Turtles out of the 1950s.
Okay. I like that.
Hyakamaru rows his way to the island where Dororo is. Or the Cape. They keep calling it Cape. I don't know enough about island geography
I mean,
to.
it's not.
Oh.
It's not surrounded by water, so it's not an island.
But then why are they taking a boat to it?
Because there's so many rocks. It was too rough of terrain between the Cape and the mainland
Mm-hmm.
that it was just easier taking a boat around it.
I don't know enough about water geography.
So,
I'll take your word for it, though.
I don't know what a cape is. A cape to me is something you wear on your back that Kyle did in high school.
Boom. We would have been best friends in high school, you know. But
Yeah,
now,
we would have. Now
but
we're
now-
frenemies.
now we're frenemies, you know. The remaining shark from earlier eats the dead shark and then becomes like some big white shark demon fin looking motherfucker. I don't even kimono dragon. Like it was just such a weird, disgusting looking creature. And then it tries to eat Dororo, and then Hyakamaru shows up and saves him.
Yeah, mega evolved.
So like again, like the time stuff just don't make sense to me.
It doesn't, dude. They just fucking show up. Like he was just at his dad's place, and he's like, "All right, I broke it," and then, you know, dude.
See, I think I know why I don't care about this part, right? Like I know it's confusing and like just like
Cliche.
it's whiplash is what it is. That's what you guys are suffering from it.
Yeah.
But like whenever like I read a story and it's too like hard like sci-fi or something and it has just way too much explanation for me, like it's the same difference to me in my head. If we had like these scenes where it shows that like he was with the brigands for like I don't know 10 days and when it shows that he was actually with the guy on the battlefield, he was stuck in the hill for like I don't know 4 days or whatever, and like you just line it up and you just kept like having these shots to show like how long times take and you show him like walking, you're like, yeah, we now made it work, but like we wasted like fucking 15-20 minutes of our life that we got to the same point. And for me, like I understand it matters a lot to some people and like you guys are very upset about it, so you guys have a right to be upset, but I'm just explaining why I don't care.
Yeah.
He's gonna get there.
So-
We're there. That's the point of the story, is that he's going to get there. And it's not like there's an actual like impeding thing that we're ignoring, because if it was a case of like, oh, he can't get there because he has to fight this guy. And then you just completely ignore the guy. And then you're like, he's there. You're like, bullshit. He had to fight the guy. You ignored the guy, right? There's no other impediment other than him not knowing why he's there, which was the stupidest fucking thing. But like, that's it. That's the only thing that's like really making it.
My problem is though, it happened like 3 times very close to each other.
Oh yeah, 100%.
Like it just kept happening, and it could have just been a little something. Like I don't know, like like maybe an explosion happens. Like, oh fuck, there's smoke over there. I'm gonna go that way.
And then you're like, that would have been better.
Literally anything they could.
So like that's what I'm saying, Kyle. You were giving 2 extremes, right? Like I don't need them to fucking lay out a timeline for me.
Yeah.
You can give me throwaway sentences that don't mean shit to anyone that like doesn't care. But for people to like keep up with the fucking story in a realistic sense, because nothing will pull you out of a story faster than when your suspension of disbelief gets.
When you're just asking questions like that.
Right.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I'm not saying my belief is better, because I definitely understand. Like I'm calling your guys' opinions valid, and I definitely think it should be written better. Like all these things we're fighting about. Yeah, there should be lines like fixing this.
And I agree with you most of the time. I usually don't give a shit, but when it happens this many times, this close to each other, I'm just like, well,
you're a very creative person, Kyle, and you will fill in things to make you like it because you're also an optimistic person. I am a pessimistic person and very creative as well. So when I see something,
don't call yourself creative.
I don't sit there and say that's fine. I sit there and say this is how I'd fucking fix it. All right. Yeah. Like when I watch Cody play a video game, I sit there and go, wow, this guy's fucking garbage. I could do 8 times better than this. I don't just say, yeah, he's good enough, you know? No.
I'm just like, he's doing his best.
Yeah, he's doing his best. Fucking, he's okay. No.
If he asked me like what you could do different, I could tell him.
I literally sit there and be like, why did you do that? Why are you stupid? Why are you not understanding that that's how the game works? Why do I have to beat this game for you? Why do I have to carry you when we're playing a game?
You're the least creative person I know. You fucking worst host piece of shit. Okay.
That's why like it struggles. Like it's so hard watching Cody play games. That's why I just.
Oh my god! Can we go?
Because he's like, let's play Kingdom Hearts, and I'm like, I'll just go to sleep.
Yeah, I play. Like me and Cody can never play games for too long. Like we played Avengers for like a little bit, and then I was just like, he's just holding me back. Like it's just annoying. I might as well just play with the computer. I don't play with him. Like he's just always dead.
What are you doing?
God, can we not mention Marvel? I want to play that game so bad. I've just been fucking working
and. The demon bites off Hyuk's peg leg, and then Hyuk just stabs away and then makes some demon fin sushi. Just stabs him in the head and just fucking tears him open.
Yo,
it's pretty cool.
The design on that shark was so fucking cool.
Oh, I loved it.
I loved it.
It was really good. It was creepy. I didn't like
it. I wanted to hug it.
Ew, no.
I don't know why there's a serious thing where like I see creepy shit, my brain just like goes, yes. And like that shark, like the noise it was making, it just being fucking creepy as hell. I was just like, this is yes.
And you could bring it home too, because it could just like fucking like army crawl to your house.
Oh my god, that thing! Imagine you have a big backyard and that thing just going around in circles,
eating squirrels and shit. Yeah.
But you have to feed it humans.
Yeah, you got to feed
I don't
people.
give a fuck.
Okay,
you fucking creep.
Hyuk pinches Dororo's face and says, I came to save you. And then Dororo turns into, I can't say this word, Sundir. And it's like, Baka, I don't want you to come save me. And then gives him a hug.
Yeah. I can just live next to a nursing home.
What?
You just like so many families just leave their grandpa there, just forget about him. Why not my shark? My shark will remember him.
Oh, that's what you're talking about.
Oh, okay. He's going back. All right. We're starting to talk about Dororo, and he's like, "I fucking just leave my nursing home."
What does that mean?
Fucking nursing home. Kyle's brain is constantly just thinking of the shit we said like 5 minutes ago. He's like, oh, Yep,
Yeah.
nursing home. Okay, shark.
Uh,
Oh, love sharks.
Hyuk then grows his leg back. So like that whole thing about needing a fake leg like
Yep.
wasn't even necessary.
Didn't
So
it just threw it out the fucking window. He just wanted it
That
so
was the
hard.
leg he lost, but then but that guy got the demon got that shark, but the shark, the sand shark thing got his leg, and then
You know, maybe they all share one stomach.
what?
Aquaman, Mako, talks a bunch of shit, and then Hyuk Roro, which is the combination these two, this duo, head to face off against Itachi. Itachi's men set off explosions where the treasure is, and Itachi channels his inner 50 Cent and says, "I'm gonna get rich that train."
Okay.
Okay.
I like it.
Taomaru then shows up with a whole fleet of ships and tells his men, "This shit is on site. Whoever you see, dead him."
Dead him.
Murk 'em.
Dororo fucking rocks 2 archers with rocks, which is awesome.
Yeah. Again, dude's fucking got just a strong arm, you know?
Yeah.
Dororo is a superhero, the way he can throw rocks.
It's just like the Hulk.
Yeah.
Not when Cody's the Hulk, though.
Okay.
Hyuk Roro meets up with Itachi's band, and Hyuk just says boom, which obviously means fake a dude as a samurai and set up a fake ass bomb somewhere to confuse Harumaru's all his people, and then get sniped by one of the boys and get caught. Just said boom, and somehow that's the plan.
Yeah, that was and they didn't even do the plan.
Nope. Hyuk and Tarumaru square off again, but his boys are with them. And he uses Dororo as his assistant sword pimp against his will. Dororo's like holding onto his arm. He's like, "Don't go fight." And he's like, "That's what I'm talking about."
Yeah.
And unsheathes his arm. It was good. Itachi grabs Dororo and runs away. And it's a 3-on-1 against Hyakkimaru. And he's confused why he can't just wreck Taomaru like he used to. He's like, I'm not winning. Why?
Yeah.
Because there's 2 fucking other people. He's got a tank and a ranged DPS with him.
Well, it's more so that before he was really conflicted fighting him, like he had reservations, and now it's like it's on site.
Yeah, now it's like
they
I
did-
want to kill.
Like
this
before,
dude.
the first time he fought,
tried to-
he said, "My party, you stay back. This is my shit." And now he's like, "I don't give a fuck. I'm using all my resources. We're going to burn you."
But like,
It was weird for him to be like, he wasn't like, he's like,
why am I
something's
having a hard
changed.
time?
Yeah.
Like, there's 3 of them now.
it would be better if he's like, oh, he's not like fighting me one-on-one now, or like
It would have been
now-
great. It would have been great if Hyuk showed some fucking pride and was like, he's like, fucking 1v1 me, asshole. What are you doing?
Yeah.
But he's like, I'm having a hard time. And there's 3 of he probably didn't even know the archer was there, you know? Like he's just like, fuck, what arrows?
Yeah.
Like
Arrows.
what's happening?
He didn't give the typical anime. Now it's interesting.
Right. Like it was just frustrating because it was like, yeah, he's like Taomaru's using his resolve powers, you know, and he's like using everything, but it's like, yeah, I don't.
I do like that we already seen like that much of character change in how he reacts to this.
Yeah.
It's fucking great. And like I said, Taomaru's like, for me, Taomaru's literally got this show on his back, right?
Yep. Yeah, like the road here has been a little shitty, right? This last chunk has been, even my fun aids hasn't saved me, right?
Yeah.
But
they do
this fight.
Drink off in your mouth.
This fight has been great.
They do the same thing again, though. Like, yeah, I'll get to it. And then Hyakkimaru gets his sword arm snapped off, like one of the swords on his arm. Itachi gets used like target practice and just fucking gets opened up by arrows.
Excuse me. Why didn't Itachi use his Sharingan?
Uh-oh.
Couldn't he see all the arrows?
I can't.
Can he copy the
we're
arrows?
You're not far enough in Naruto for me to explain to you why he can't do it.
The Sharingan! I murdered my whole family!
My Sharingan.
My Sharingan!
I don't know why. I just really like the idea of a
I was
Southern
saying,
saying it.
I was saying, why Itachi ain't sending all his crow homies at him? Where's all his crows at? Bah! Go eat their eyes or some shit, dude.
Dororo knocks over a bunch of statues, killing the archers. And Yuck holds his own against the 3 guys, even with a broken sword.
Dude, this little kid just murdered a shit ton of people.
Yeah.
By accident.
Yeah.
Aquaman Mako Tsunami has all the bombs and then explodes himself bigly.
Bigly, dude.
And then everyone just leaves.
He says, I'm gonna join you, shark guys.
Yep. Yeah. He's like, and also, what in Japanese culture makes people think that they're gonna go to the same place that animals do? You think that's it? Like when, like those sharks ate people. Like they were bad dudes. You think you're gonna?
I mean, he led people to like get eaten by them.
No, I know, but like you think like in their version of hell, like their quote unquote devil dudes, he'd be like, yeah, no, y'all could hang out.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, go ahead. You guys are cool.
They all go to hell together, you know.
And then they just get to hang out together and be happy.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. I actually don't really even know like afterlife beliefs for that region, so
or that time period. Maybe back in that time period, that's what.
I mean, they believed in a lot of different gods, you know. I don't think
God.
I know who the god of death is. I don't know. I know like Bishmonten is the god of war.
Something we just say no to. Not today.
Not today.
Perfect. Hyogo, which is one of Taomaru's boys, sustains big damage, and then Itachi saves Dororo, and they just wake up where the treasure is, and then Itachi dies.
Yeah.
Dororo has more sense than his mom and scoops up some money, and they leave the island.
This got me so angry. I can't describe to you. I was sitting here just seething anger. Dororo literally says, I don't want to take it all right now because I don't know what I would do with it, but we'll just take a little something to keep us going. What? That's what your mom should have said.
Yeah, right. That I'm still mad at the mom for this. Dororo being so like, well, I need some now. I was like, thank you.
Maybe we should eat a little bit, Like, I don't need to take all of this. I could just take a couple and we can eat for like, I also
imagine like that's like, no, that's gold. Like, I don't know. Yeah. Like they were looking at rice as if it was like literally gold, but that's gold that she just took a sack of.
Yeah.
I don't know how long that will last, but I imagine a good amount.
It's just,
I also think it's gonna be some dumb plot point where like they're gonna be like, how'd you get this gold? And then they're gonna like somehow fucking they're gonna lose everything.
They're gonna go find the mom and dig up the body and look at the map.
Or Taomaru will come back and be like, why were they on that island?
Yeah.
It was they dig up the mom.
I was so fucking mad when
he's like,
the literal quote,
why they were on the island, and I followed the horse prints all the way back, right? Yeah, and it was stopped at this field of red flowers, and I saw this dug up body, and I said, someone dug this up for a reason, so I dug it up, right? Like,
yeah. Makes me so angry.
And that's the end of the episode, and I gave this episode a G unit out of. That's it.
I don't know what you heard about me. But that bitch can't get $1 out of me.
I think we're so frustrated because this anime is like so good, but it's just like it's like that person that like is just like slacking off too hard.
Yeah.
It's like a guy, like it's like a person that you like party with, and like you went and hung out with them at a party and they were like really fun and cool, and you were like, yeah, dude. that guy's awesome. I should invite him to this next party. But then they come to the like next party and they're like super fucked up before they even show up.
Yeah.
And they're
then
just
then you're like, oh wait, he has a problem.
yes.
Yeah.
You're like, oh, he's a one-trick pony.
Yeah.
I hate him.
That's not quite where I was going, but that's good. That's close enough.
I'm at. Episode is this 19? Yep.
Yeah,
Yeah.
this is 19.
Hyuk uses his head to feel a horse, and this is the funniest shit of my life.
Yeah.
Because he just walks up to the thing and he's like rubbing his forehead on it, and he's like, "Hey Dororo, I think this is a horse." And Dororo's like, "What the fuck are you doing? Why are you rubbing your forehead on shit, dude?"
I think I fucking missed that, and I'm so mad.
It's so good.
I see
Yeah,
the intro, and I missed that.
Yeah, it's like it's the first thing that happens.
He's just like
Because
walks up to the
Doro's
front.
like, yeah, he keeps rubbing his head on shit.
He's
like-
like, "Why? What are you doing?" And then they come up on a villager, and they're like, "Hey, we heard a swordsmith's over here." And the guy's like, "Yeah, there's definitely a swordsmith here, and he's fucking garbage, and his daughter's ugly and mean as fuck."
Yeah.
And I was like,
You're like, why
What?
would you say that? And then they
Why
use
would
the knife, and then like the knife cuts through a fucking log like it's nothing.
"Yeah."
Yeah.
I'm like, this dude
I
is
was
just mad about it's
Like,
small
"This
dick
is
energy.
weird. What's happening?"
Small dick energy.
Hyuk then comes up on the swordsmith's house and meets the daughter, who's not bad looking, you know?
Mhm.
Ugu.
So I was kind of confused. Her name is Okawa, and he uses his forehead again and rubs her forehead. And Dororo's like, "Whoa, bro, you can't do that." And Hyuk says, "Back in my day, women took a head rubbing as a compliment."
What?
You know, like sexual.
Oh, okay, like the pee.
Right.
Gotcha.
Like, you know, like when you tell an old guy, like, "Oh, I told this girl to smile, and like, you know, now
yeah.
I'm in
Mhm.
trouble." He's like, "Back in my day, I used to fuck my secretary over
Oh.
her desk and like make her makeup run, and like that was just a Friday."
That
you
We
know?
was-
said
that was
blowjob
a
contest
high.
in the office, and now I can't even say that she looks good when she smiles.
That's
I don't even know how to
that-
compliment her.
So when I was talking about small dick energy earlier. You know who doesn't have small dick energy? Hyakamaru. Because I think when he grew his leg back, his dick came back with it, and now he's just trying to fuck everything.
Dude, I
dude.
shut the fuck up.
Wants everything.
Everyone forget that he said that.
Wait, why? Oh, you got it. Okay.
Shut.
Okay.
The swordsmith goes to bless the swords at a fucking temple nearby and give them some holy stats since Hyakamaru's gonna fight some demons. Then some gross demon thing does some green aura shit to Hyakamaru. Hyakamaru later says, "I don't need swords, but the swords are coming here."
Yeah.
And Dororo's super fucking confused. And then Okawa, the girl, brings food and says, "Hey, I'm coming with you guys, you know?" Hyakamaru says he wants to be with Okawa. And he must have gotten his third leg back with his other leg
There we go.
because he tells Dororo, "Stop cock blocking me, dude."
There we go.
Yo, that's funny.
Yeah, the good one. It's a good one.
I'm so creative.
It's so fucking
You are.
funny.
So
You're the
fucking funny.
best.
And
Best.
dude, she is fucking. The daughter wants it, dude. She's whopping
Yeah.
real hard, dude. You know what I'm
Dude.
saying? She is whopping it up.
She is just
You know, okay. I didn't want to get into this too bad, you know, but like, okay. Like, you know how it's wet ass pussy, you know?
yeah.
I really wish that it was moist ass pussy, you know?
Oh, it's
Because-
just so much more gross of a word, though.
I know, but it would be map, and it'd be like, "Hey, boy, come here and check out this map," you know? Like,
Yeah, I mean, it would work more, but like, I don't know.
just be
You can't. WAP is WAP, though. There is no other thing. So like, it works in the sense that you 100% know what you're talking about when you say WAP.
But that's the best part about sexual innuendos for me is when it can be used in different ways. Like WAP, okay.
Right.
So like to me, I even feel honestly, I feel weird saying it because like
Because Italians.
yes, like
Oh,
I've had a
fuck.
lot
Yep.
of Italian friends like
Fuck.
growing up, and like
Yeah.
I know people that would call them that like as an insult, and I hated that because
Yeah.
my friends. But like moist ass pussy map just sounds so much better. Like you tell a bitch, like you tell a dude, like, yo, come check out this map. Hey, I got a map for you. Like it's just so good.
I don't like either one. I only say it because it's a meme. I forgot that it was actually derogatory to Italians.
That's what I'm saying. But like WAP doesn't sound good either.
WAP.
That's like the.
But they say it in the
edgy-
song though. They say.
I know
it
that's
doesn't
how they
make
say it.
it doesn't make it
I know.
better, but I'm just saying like that's okay.
I just think map is better. I think
Map.
moist ass pussy is so much better.
All right.
Like if a girl told me she was fucking moist down there, dude.
No, that.
Or if she told me that it was humid down there,
humid. Oh my god.
Yo, let me get at that hat.
Yo, what's hat? What's hat though?
Honestly, like I'm this is how where I'm at on feminism. If girls could talk to guys the same gross energy that guys do, just say like, yo, I'm straight trickling. Like
they could.
I know. I don't know why, because a lot of guys would be honestly just really grossed out by that. And it's taking back that
But a
it's
dude
just,
could walk up
it's punching them back with it though, is what I'm saying.
Like you definitely go up to girls, not girls, but like a girl or are dating or are married to, aka I have done that. You walk up to your girl like, yo, I'm preeking right now. I'm preeking. All right. I'm preeking. I'm trying to get leaking. Let's go.
I got some dribbies on my undies. Here we go.
There it is. There it is.
No. No.
I've had girls that I would not normally be with be very forward to me like that, and it works.
It works.
Like
100%.
I feel like the ratio of success is so much better for girls if they speak to a guy like that.
Yeah.
Versus when a guy speaks to a girl like that.
Oh yeah.
Because guys aren't used to that shit. Like
also, guys
I was
are just
confused, but I was in.
Yeah. Guys are just gross, and the grosser you are to a guy, they'll be happy.
Exactly. Yep. Oh my god, that is truth.
100%. Like all guys are gross, not all girls are gross. Like girls have like a spectrum,
Yeah.
They are varied individual people, and dudes
are
just
like layers with an onion. You gotta really dig in deep before Yes.
I've in a previous life, I've had a woman tell me that she was going to suck my dick until it spewed like a monkey eating pistachios.
That's fucking
random. I left work early. I was like, yes, please.
I don't even know what that entails. Like
I don't know either, but that visual is great.
And just sitting there at work going, Google monkeys pistachios.
No, I didn't. I don't know.
I don't know if this is good.
I need to Google what a monkey spitting out pistachios looks like.
I don't know if they eat pistachios or not, but
I feel like that would hurt.
I feel like they just chew it. Like
it did hurt.
But she put it in.
Yo, I'm gonna straight deglove that dick. Come here.
She just started chewing it. Oh,
sure. I'm fucking peel that dick like a carrot peeler. Yeah.
Like, okay. All right.
Okay.
Like I'm gonna grate that dick like some cheese. You're like, all right, all right.
I'm in.
I'm in. I don't know.
Try everything once. Fuck! I lost my spot.
Yeah.
Oh, here it is. Suddenly, Dororo is making mad faces about Hyakkimaru wanting to stay with Okawa, but then keeps saying that Hyuk and Okawa belong together, and then runs away as the gross-looking demon keeps watching him. So this is where I was like, okay, is like the translation off? And I'm like, no, because they're still acting like that's what's happening. And then I was like, oh, this demon's like making them say weird stuff. Because at this time too, Hyakkimaru was like pointing to his throat and like his mouth and stuff. And so I was like, okay, this is stupid. I hate this episode already.
The thing that fucking kills me is when Dororo keeps doing it and he keeps getting more mad at Hyakkimaru. Yeah. But then he runs and he's like, I hope you're really happy. What the fuck? What? Have a long life and you hope you guys love each other. Wait, what the fuck? Like, you don't. How many times you can't put it together? You're really fucking smart. You gave that really smart speech and you're just fucking stupid with this.
Yeah. People say the weirdest shit to Okawa and Hyuk. Like, they're like, oh, I'm gonna make this really nice dress and you're gonna look like shit in it.
Yeah.
It's about time your fucking bitch ass got hunkered down. You know, like what? Like, who says this? And Hyakkimaru doesn't understand marriage. And Dororo shows up and says they'll be great together. People keep talking shit to Okawa and Dororo. And then Dororo goes for Hyuk's sword to the swordsmith and runs into him. The swordsmith says, "Fuck my daughter's wedding. I make swords. I just want to make a sword that makes people scared of fighting the person with the sword." And I was like, great, that's a solid goal. I want to see a show about this dude doing that.
Or
Like
you
he's
just
like making
show the sword
like,
and they're
the hilt
everybody
needs to have like a scary face on it so
Yeah.
people will see it. Like, I'm out.
everybody he just unsheathes it and people are like, nah, no more war. We're good.
Yeah.
Y'all want
Like,
to share resources?
If I have to think about that sword, it's either like the Buster sword or like Cloud's or Sephiroth's sword. You know,
mean, it's supposed to be nuclear weapons, right?
I guess. But like, fine, nuclear
That's
weapons.
why he's like, I'm gonna make a sword so good it'll be a bomb.
And I see a nuke, right? I don't know what a nuke looks like, but I see a nuke, and then I see a dude with a 3-foot sword.
Yeah. I'm be some more scared of the dude with the 3-foot sword.
Exactly.
I'm gonna be scared of the guy with a nuke if he has his fucking thumb on the button. I'll be like, yo, I don't know.
That's what I'm saying. Like as me not knowing anything,
Yeah.
if I look at a nuke and go like, that's
yeah.
a thing. Or if I look at a dude with a giant ass metal thing
that can
and I'm
kill
like,
you right
If
now.
that guy was really doing that right, then like he should have been just making some scary shit, some like straight mall ninja shit.
Yeah.
Or just something that's just terrifying, like a bat with like babies stapled to it. I don't know. Like just like,
What?
you just fucking you brought that to here, and I don't know what your plans after this is. those look like fresh babies. I don't know.
I was kind of with you until you said fresh baby. Now I'm like,
yeah, you
like
know,
Yakimaru's, you know,
yeah.
Just
stapled
stapled. Yeah.
I'm sorry. I don't know how hard you are, but like, there's a point where you see something bad enough, you're just like, I don't want to be around you.
Oh, dude, that's it.
Did he try it? Is what I'm saying.
I just don't like how you said fresh babies. You know, I imagine you like delivering a baby, being like, "Oh, this baby's so fresh. Here you go." And I'm like, "Oh, to hear that." What mom is like, "Oh, look at this fresh baby," and I'm not with it.
Good chunk.
Dororo realizes that the mask that he has been fucking around with might have been protecting him from all the opposite day bullshit going on. And Hyakkimaru gets cold feet about the wedding and just keeps saying, like, I'm staying here because the swords are coming here. Dororo sees the demon and then snipes it off the roof with a rock. And Hyakkimaru starts fucking attacking Dororo and choking him out until the swordsmith knocks out the demon and seals it in a statue.
Hyakkimaru was getting too. Hyakkimaru was practicing what he was about to do to his new wife. You know what I'm saying? On that honeymoon. Fucking, Hey.
Okawa realizes he doesn't want to marry her because of the opposite day demon. And some random dude says, I want to marry you instead.
And then she's like, all right.
She's like,
fuck it.
I don't care.
She explodes. She is rearing.
Someone is plugging this leak.
Yeah.
She was so ready.
What's the meme of that dude slapping the fucking the fucking
car?
No, the giant thing of water that's leaking, and he just slaps tape on it.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what she wants. She's like, someone needs to slap tape. Yeah,
he needs to fucking flex tape this bitch right now.
Somebody...
Hyuk's swords are fixed up, and Okawa tells Hyakkimaru, don't rub heads against people because it'll make you pear-shaped.
What does it mean?
Yeah,
what does it mean? Because they said,
ha
ha ha ha, get it. Yeah, he's right. I'm like, I don't get it.
Yeah.
It's probably one of those things that doesn't translate, you know?
Yeah.
Like from Japan, it's like an idiom that doesn't translate.
Maybe.
Yeah, I don't get it.
I don't get it.
I don't get it.
We need Papa Squeaky to
Yeah.
jump on that one.
and then everyone's happy and laughing, and it's fucking stupid. I gave this
Hey,
episode.
squeak.
I gave this episode stupid out of dumb. I hated it.
I liked it a lot.
It was
I don't
just
know
dumb.
why.
Like, I don't need more of this. Like
Yeah.
more of like the slice of lifey kind of things that like aren't even that good. Like at this point, like you're like I can't think of the word. Making it so common for demons to show up that like it doesn't even mean anything anymore.
Okay, I've been having that feeling since episode 1. I swear. This
Yeah.
fucking
But like they were all
they
like
are
menacing,
they are so resigned to it. They're like, oh, demons.
but they were like legitimately menacing demons, right? Like they were like
Yeah.
trying. This thing is just like fucking with people's heads.
Like, why did that old lady walk to the boat by herself? There's demons everywhere. Of course, the praying mantis showed up.
Yeah.
Still,
I would be doing buddy system all the time.
With people that can kill demons, though.
I would just learn how to kill demons if that was just going to
There
be
you
a
go.
thing.
That'd be
Like,
the
I would
better
probably
option.
die to like the first demon I come across, but I would spend years preparing to die.
Oh
from it.
yeah, yeah.
But like it's just fuck, dude. This was awful. I hated it. This last episode legitimately like put me in the worst mood of my life.
Jesus.
Oh, you mean like when I saw the last Star Wars movie?
Yeah. Yep.
I was actually sad for 2 weeks.
Yeah.
Kyle, you bring up that movie so much. I think you like it. Don't I?
No.
Kyle's about to have an aneurysm. He said,
I'm gonna turn off my camera. I'm gonna turn off my camera.
"Oh shit."
Yeah, and that's all the episodes. I just don't like this. I really am just happy for this to be over because I like for how strong the beginning of this show was, I only have hope that it will get better. Like they legitimately were just like it's very like connect the dots with this shit, which I think a lot of like it's fine. I don't have a problem when stories do that when the dots are like really good. And this show could be completely redeemed where it's like, all right, we need him to be born, we need him to get back this piece, we need him to meet his dad, we need like his brother to go nuts, we need Dororo to have this development, and then whatever's going to happen at the end is going to happen at the end. If we get to that dot at the end and that shit's cool, I'm in. I have no problem with it. But right now, like this connection between the two dots is frustrating and I hate it. Also, the opening really grew on me.
I skip it every time because I don't like it.
I listen to it like every other time and I dig it. I dig it.
I'll
know
give
there
it
was an
another
opening.
shot. I'll give it another shot.
Because I keep like watching the shit like last minute.
Mm.
I didn't even know there was an opening, and then I like listened to it a little bit.
I don't like the ending.
I liked it.
I don't
I liked it a good amount.
Yep. All right. Does anyone feel any different after we've talked about these episodes?
More or less the same. Like I came in like I like it. There's flaws, but I like it.
I'm the same.
Like even with like acknowledging all that shit, it doesn't really change it.
I just want to
Had a
see
good
the
time.
end because I'm
Yeah,
I'm
I'm just
still-
really hoping it doesn't flop.
yeah, I'm still at the mindset that it can still be like top tier for me.
Yeah. If it flops really hard, I'm gonna be like so just upset with this show. For like
Yeah.
I watched.
This show is like universally praised too. Like
Yeah.
I tried to find like bad reviews of this show and couldn't find it.
The thing is, I really do like the themes.
Yeah.
Because like, a lot of it kind of comes from like a core problem of just like struggle is that like typically if you're not well off, for you to become well off is to at the disadvantage of others.
Yeah.
And it's just that's just the nature of life as far as like things. And it's a lot of themes of people struggling with that like yeah, we're better now, but like these people have suffered as a result.
Right.
And like some people are okay with it, some people aren't. And I want to see if it like takes those ideas and brings it to a satisfying conclusion within the story context, or if it's just dumb.
Yeah, I like the utilitarian theme is fine. I'm not super concerned with it because I don't think that theme is going to get wrapped up in a way that's going to feel satisfying. I do think that the character development will be the thing that makes this show good. Like
Yeah.
where Dororo and Hyakkimaru and Taomaru end up.
Mhm.
And to see if Daigo like pays for everything, what happens with his wife, like that kind of stuff. I'm interested in seeing how that plays out.
Yeah, I'm excited for the brother and everything.
But like in terms of like the themes and shit like that, like
Well, the only reason why I say like that's a big point on like if it's like going to be make or break on it is that it's devoted so much. And that's why I'm fine with all these episodes that are like reiterating it because they're building on it a little bit or telling different perspectives of the same idea. So it's a huge point of what they're trying to say. And if the final episodes just ignore that, I'll be like, yeah, all those episodes, fuck those episodes. I hate them.
Yeah.
and in my mind, I'm already putting those episodes there. Like I know that this theme is not going to get resolved in a manner that's going to be satisfying or interesting.
Yeah.
I know
Yeah.
the characters are the main point of the show, and that's evidenced by the show title. It's about a
Yeah.
specific.
Well, I'm saying it should definitely be both. It doesn't need to be like one or the other.
Yeah. I don't see it. I don't.
Because any solution that comes from this is going to have to reflect that theme of like the main character either dying or living and the brother dying or living and like what they do with the situation. Like that's going to reflect the theme regardless of what happens.
I think you're optimistic. I'm just gonna leave it.
You're reaching.
You're really
You're
optimistic.
reaching.
I don't think he's reaching. I think it's a viable thing that could happen, but nothing in these episodes have led me to believe that.
If this was a good story,
You gotta remember it's anime, Kyle. Okay.
If this was a good story that was focused on themes, yes. If this is a story that's focused on character growth, like I don't see that theme getting resolved at all.
Yeah.
I think that the situation will resolve itself. People will make decisions and do what they want and somehow try to say that the theme was resolved and it won't be satisfying.
We'll talk about it next week.
We'll talk about it.
Definitely.
All right. Shout out not these episodes.
Shout out themes. Shout out
themes.
Kyle
Shout out
being
sharks.
Optimistic. Shout out mutated sharks.
Shout out baby bats.
Shout out baby bats.
Shout
Definitely
out,
baby bats.
Shout out stapling fresh babies.
Shout out stale babies, you know? Like, just adults are just stale babies, you know?
Shout out just like digging up shit just cuz.
Yeah.
Like
Yeah.
Shout out like plot no jutsu. Shout out and
shout out teleporting.
No,
shout out
shout out to teleporting.
Shout out growing back a third leg. You know, that was the best joke in the entire episode.
Yeah.
Yeah. Shout out a lot of fucking
day.
arguments.
Shout out, every time arguments happen, it makes me so happy that it's between you two because it's just fucking.
Because you're not capable of being part of them. Yeah, I know.
Yeah, and it's because you just resort to screaming.
You resort to screaming or just walking away or just looking resigned and defeated before even you can't just pretend to know how to box, like just hit a punching bag a couple times and step into the ring with God. All right. You're gonna find out your arms are just too short, dog.
Can we just end this?
Yeah. Shout out short arms.
I had it right there.
Damn. I don't know what I did to you, dude. I don't know what I did.
Oh, it's good.
That one
hurt.
hurt.
Are we doing
It's good. Yeah, I haven't stopped it.
Recording, Cody.
I haven't stopped it.
Fuck.
Look at him. Look at his face.
Did he stop it? Did he stop it? Oh, you absolute fucking mongrel.
Look at him, bro.
Oh my god.
What do you want me to do?
I'll stop mine.
All right.
You just gotta make a new one.
Oh, buddy, Cody.
You got me so flustered with the last comment. I didn't my brain, okay?
I didn't know.
Oh, that one hurt. Should I just start cutting you guys off more? Is that what you want? You just
Yeah.
want me to just jump in and just start fucking.
I thought you were going to at one point, and
I'm
then you
recording the next
started
one.
talking about something else, and I was like, okay, never
I'm
mind.
recording.
All right,
I'm not recording. Hold on, I'm still saving my original. You know, I mean, you could still record, I guess, but
Yeah, I am.
okay.
That's what I already said.
Good.
I'm so glad my internet's fixed.
What
I
was
didn't
wrong?
tell you guys that.
Yeah, I was gonna say, what was wrong with
Like
it?
I couldn't even like ever since like I moved in and like my like I had an old adapter and I just assumed it was just old and bad. And it was like it wasn't doing so hot. So like I bought a new one. I was still like struggling and I had it in the back of my computer and then I had it on the top. I was like, that's still better. It was just like placebo effect, but also I just haven't really been like testing my internet that really hard.
Mm.
And then like last week it was really bad, like 2 megabytes per second.
Mm.
I couldn't fucking do anything. And like I was like bitching to Corey. I was like, oh, internet's bad. And he's like, it's fine. He like shows me as 125. I'm like, oh, this is like a technical issue. I gotta figure this.
This is like a me thing.
Yeah. So like I thought it was just Charter because Charter. And then I like did some searching and then Corey did some searching and he's like, oh, our router needs a firmware update. And we did a bunch of other things. He was downloading a game and like an hour later the game was done and then he like did the update. That was it. That was 100% it.
Nice. Firmware will get you. I forgot we're streaming, so bye streaming people.
Boom.
Oh.
You guys
yeah.
got a little taste of what the exciting endeavors of a post show consists
Yeah,
of.
I know, right? I didn't even start it. We didn't start it.
Very exciting.
Yeah. Okay.
Us yelling at Cody for
Yeah,
not for stopping the recording.
For not
and shit, you know?
for not fucking